Now I'm good. How we doing, chat? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode, another stream on Prop Firm Match TV. Happy to be here with you. It's Thursday, January 8th. This week flew by for me. It really did. I was excited to get back. You know, we took 2 weeks off, and this week has just been like flying. Honestly, I don't even know what happened. Price action has been not great. Not the best, like, first week of January, which honestly doesn't even surprise me. Doesn't surprise me one bit. I feel like everyone gets like super excited for the new year. They want to, you know, they have all these resolutions and things that they're going to do for their trading. And then what does the market do? What does NQ and ES do? They just give you some of the most dog water price action I've seen in a while. At least that's my perspective. I talked to a lot of other traders. A lot of people agree price action has just not been it this week. But man, we're staying alive. No blown accounts. I had one big red day, and then the rest of the days have been green, but it's been like staying alive, grinding it out, you know? So we'll see what today brings us. We sold off. I mean, it's kind of hilarious how we had that crazy bullish move yesterday in the morning, and then immediately just reverse the entire thing. Then market closes, reopens for the Asia session, and we get another sell-off. Really respecting some key levels too, like the previous day's point of control. If you know right here, NQ opened up right at its previous day's point of control. We dip below it. We try to retest. It tries to reclaim this zone. Can't do it. Holds as resistance, goes lower, takes out previous day's low. So the market is trading very technical. I will say this was a confusing move for me personally and a lot of other people that I know too. But this sell-off started to make sense to me. And then this sell-off makes sense. This is actually pretty clean price action. Now, I haven't been trading it because it's the overnight session. You know, sometimes I'll take an Asia session scalp if it makes sense. But sometimes I want nothing to do with it. I just wasn't at the charts, but yeah, this is some clean price action. So maybe we'll get a clean New York session. Maybe. We'll see. But other than that, what do we have going on? We got our 12 account giveaways. Stay tuned for that. I will make sure to put a pinned comment at the top of the chat so that you guys can join the Prop Firm Match Discord, because that is where we run all of our giveaways. Again, we give out 12 accounts every single day on stream live. No other stream gives away that many accounts. On top of that, we got DecipherTheAlgo coming on. His name is Christian Williams. Great trader, good dude. I've known him for maybe over a year now, just about. And he has been on Prop Firm Match TV once before. He was on maybe a month ago. Maybe it was even in October. I got to double check. But yeah, figured we'd have him back on, see what he's up to. He trades ICT. He also uses volume profile, and he also uses some VWAP. So he uses a broad range of things, but he is definitely, I would say he's probably ICT based. And then he uses other tools as confluences, but I'll let him tell us that. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But yeah, man, we had a good day planned. How are you doing, chat? I haven't even looked at the chat yet. Andy, good morning. Goku, what up, bro? Hell Saint, Wizard, how we doing, guys? Mike, the Ace, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Get those likes up, says Spectre Group. Yes, smash that like button. When we hit 50 likes, we'll run our first giveaway, all right? That's how we do it. I got to bribe the chat with likes. It is what it is. Good to be with you guys, man. 11:04. Everyone's in here. Everyone, all the regulars coming in, right? Coming in heavy. What is up, guys? Are we going to look for sells in the market today? Honestly, not sure. We'll have to take a look. I have my volume profile levels up, but I haven't really done any other analysis just yet, so we'll do that here on stream. We'll talk everyone through it. We'll go over my volume profile level so you guys can mark that on your chart. And of course, listen, I mean, you should know how to mark these levels by now, but if you don't, that's what we're here for. He's like, this is the Stoic Caveman. Thanks for letting me win the account yesterday. I promise I won't enter again for a month, and thanks for the ASFX course. Hey, you are welcome, man, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Let's do this. Let's get our pinned comment at the top of the chat real quick. Let me just write that up. And then we'll go over some key levels. We'll get a poll up maybe. bullish or bearish bias. You know what's funny? Who brought this up? Who was it? I think it was Erkan yesterday in the chat. He brought up the fact that, like, yesterday we did our bullish and bearish poll, and 86% of the chat was bullish, right? And then we did a P&L check at the end of the stream, and like 68% of the chat was red, which is crazy because most of the chat was bullish. But this, in hindsight, looks so easy. But the way this market was moving yesterday in the morning session, it was confusing. It was confusing, bro. So it didn't surprise me, but it was a funny thing to point out because I would not have noticed. A really funny thing to point out. All right, though. Yeah, let me write this up. Okay, to enter. Get the link for you guys. I gotta say though, man, we came back in hot. 2026, first full week of 2026, and we're back to streaming daily. We took a nice little break, well deserved. Now we are back at it. Okay, so I just dropped that comment in the chat. I'm gonna pin it to the top. All you guys got to do, for anyone that's new, you want to learn, or you just want to know how to enter into our giveaways, it's very simple. Click that Discord invite link. You got to join our Discord. We run all of the giveaways exclusively through there throughout the stream. So you got to get in there, get verified. It takes 2 seconds. And then when it does come time to run a giveaway, I'll explain to you guys what you need to do. Usually you just need to type a keyword into the stream chat, but not yet. We're not going to do it until we get 50 likes. All right. So let's smash that like button, hit us with 50 likes, and then we will get that going. We'll get there pretty quick, I think. But all right. Let's see what we got here. Let me take these headphones off. Zach, any tips to control trading? Control over trading? Listen, man, I wish there was like a secret answer, but the reality is you just got to give yourself you got to get some self-respect for yourself and just not blow your accounts because you lost some money. I wish there was an easier answer. It takes most people years to figure that out. It took me years to figure that out, and I still make the mistake from time to time. The only difference is I make it less and less. That's the truth. Everybody still tilts. Everybody still overtrades. I refuse to believe there's a trader out there, a discretionary intraday trader, someone trading prop firms, or even if it's personal capital, but doing what we do, right? I refuse to believe that there's someone out there that hasn't tilted in 2 years. No way. Now, it's just about how you control your tilt and the severity of that tilt. Because for me, tilt used to mean I blow every single account I have and I don't stop until they're all gone, right? That used to be my tilt. This is before I was profitable. Once I became profitable and as I became a better trader, tilt looks different. Tilt nowadays for me is hitting a max daily loss limit when there was no need to because I overtraded and couldn't accept a losing day. Or, tilt is maybe I do lose some accounts, but I got 2 payouts from them before I lost the 2 accounts. So it's okay. I would rather not have lost them, but it is what it is. So tilt starts to just look differently. I think that's the key. You got to focus on just controlling the severity of the overtrading and the tilt. And that's really the best you're going to get because we're always going to mess up. I feel like that was a good rant. I should timestamp that one for a clip. I got this little notebook to write the clips in and just write little thoughts. I got to open it though. Kwesi says, hey, it's been a while. Took some time off. Yeah, we took 2 weeks off. What's up with my voice, man? Hold on. All right, that's better, I think. I'm not sick or anything. Just I woke up a little late today. You guys know, man. We got the newborn. If anyone doesn't know, I got a newborn. She was born December 28th. And she likes to keep us up at night. So I did get some sleep. But, I try to sleep to the last second that I can because usually I'm up late. So I slept in until 7:30. And then I got ready for the stream. It's what you got to do right now. That's my life. Yeah, guys, I think stream is good, right? Sometimes people worry me that there's a lag or something. And it's just their internet, like 9 out of 10 times. Zach, is it better to use NQ1 chart rather than MNQ1? Well, NQ is the mini contract. That's going to be the bigger size contracts. MNQ stands for the micro. So that's how you decide if you're going to trade micro contracts or mini contracts. So there's no better or worse. You just need to pick which contracts you're trading. If you're trading a small prop firm account, you got to be trading micros. You have to trade the MNQ or you're going to blow your account in like 5 seconds. So, unless you're trading like the bigger account sizes, like the 150K and even the 150K, most of the time you can do micros if you want. I trade minis on the 150Ks, but micros are good too. But if you're on a 50K or a 25K for that matter, bro, you got to trade micros. You don't have any other option. You know what I mean? What time is it? 8:19. Okay, I probably got on that rant at 8:15. All right, now it's name of my son. I don't have a son. I have a daughter. Her name's Zoe Ray. Thank you. I'm trying to compare yesterday and today's background sound. Which one is cooler? Let me know. I got a bunch of them. They're all like these generic things. I can't use my own music, but let me know. I usually switch it up like halfway through. If this one's annoying, I'll change it up, guys. But I need something. I have like ADHD. I can't sit with the silence. I need to have a little rhythm going on in the background. Something. Is there any difference on those two charts between the micro and the NQ and the minis? Generally not. Sometimes there will be slight differences, but generally no, there's not going to be any difference. Can you trade on both MNQ and MNQH? What would be the argument for trading one over the other? Okay, so here's the thing. I personally will trade the NQH or whatever the current contract is because that current contract has more liquidity. So it's the current contract. So it's what people are trading. The continuous contract is something that TradingView, I'm pretty sure, just brought into the fold to make things simpler for people. But there will be discrepancies on the chart that are different from the official current month's contract, which right now is NQH. So I just stick to H. Yeah, the price action and the candlesticks are all the same. Yes, 100%. No difference. This shit bumping. What up, Kevin? Good morning, bro. All right, we're getting a little pop right here. Getting a little pop. We got our personal account right here. I got about $8,000 in my personal cash account, and we got some prop firms. Right. Let's see. We'll move over to the props. I haven't taken any trades since yesterday on here. What's the giveaway prizes, Zach? So shout out to our sponsors. They would not be possible without them. Top One Futures, Blue Guardian, Aqua Futures. We give away 12 accounts every single day. So it's 12 prop firm accounts from those 3 firms. Oh, we got unemployment claims in 8 minutes. Man, I am so frustrated that I forgot about the 90% off Apex deal. And I didn't take advantage of it enough. I tried once here on stream. And I didn't realize, I thought they were extending it till January 11th. And I was going to try and get 20 accounts funded this week. And now it's like, I'm pretty sure they're doing 50% right now. So I can't be buying 50% Apex accounts, man. It's just not worth it when you know they're going to run a 70 or an 80% deal soon. Let's see. Prop firm match will show us, though. Yeah, they're still doing 50% at the moment, so no Apex. But you do got some good promos right now. You got my funded futures with this 50% off. They're a really good firm. Honestly, my funded futures is great. I haven't traded with them much. I didn't trade much with them in 2025, but 2024, I traded with them a lot. And they're great. They pay out super quick, like within an hour most of the time. Clear rules. They just they don't have a lot of scalability. Top one futures, 40% off. Tradeify, 30% off. Those are some of the best deals. Honestly, these ones at the top. But then you got Blue Guardian and Aqua futures with these 60% off deals, which are pretty good. But yeah, that's what's going on with Prop Firm Match right now. Some good discounts, all with code MATCH. So listen, if you don't win a giveaway, you still need to load up on accounts. Make sure, just go over to propfirmmatch.com, use code MATCH to get the best discount. It's 50% off on the pro accounts for my funded futures, right? See, they keep changing up their plans. I don't know what the difference between the pro is. Let's look at this one. There are a lot of platform options with 500 futures, low key. It's a really good thing. There's a lot of firms that don't have like Attis and Quant Tower and Volumetrica. Like, I don't use these platforms, but for people that really like looking at footprint charts and order flow stuff, you know, they have access to these platforms. Yeah, shout out my funded futures though. 50% off right now for the pro accounts. Sakuna, what's up? Good morning. May I have your session indicator name, please? Yeah, so I use the indicator. It's called ICT Kill Zones and Pivots. But listen, there's a lot of extra stuff that comes on this indicator, like generically. When you first get this indicator, you're going to have a ton of random crap on your chart. I took everything off except the boxes. So I just have my Asia, my London session, and my New York PM session. Everything else I took off. There's a lot of extra stuff that they give you. So just stick to this, keep all this stuff, and adjust it the way you need. But just uncheck like literally everything else if you want it to look like mine, because they give you so much stuff. Punisher, good morning, bro. All right, we gotta let this coffee start to hit. We could do some morning analysis, see if we can come up with a bias for the day. Also, chat, did you notice the layout is a little different? We used to be on the left side, like my face would be on the left side. Now we're on the right, and I think we got the quality of the chart to be a little more crispy now, which is nice. It was pretty blurry. It was a bit blurry before. I feel like it could still be a little better, but it's much better than it was. Much better than it was. I bet if I change this and just do this window, it'll be clearer. But I need to flip through a few other things. The ICT indicator is free, bro. Just go to indicators, type ICT, kill zones and pivots. This is the one. One of the most popular ones. See, 36,000 people have used it. With more and more companies offering instant funding, with the exception of Apex for the number of accounts, probably stay away from eval accounts. I mean, it depends. Eval accounts are great. This is the thing. People love the instant funded, and I love them. I've taken a lot of payouts with instant funded accounts last year. But for people that are not making money trading yet, they don't take payouts consistently, or they've never taken a payout, buying instant funded accounts over and over and over again is going to burn a hole in your pocket real quick. All right, trust me, I know. So I think it depends. If you know that you can take payouts consistently, yeah, go for the instant funded if you want to keep, and you don't mind like consistency rules and all that. I really don't mind that stuff. Yeah, then I think there's great value there for sure. But if you're new, I think you should stick to eval accounts. That's what I would say. And most influencers or gurus are not going to say that because they want you to use the code. and buy the most expensive accounts and buy as many as possible. I'll tell you the truth. I'll be straight up with you. If you're not making money trading yet, you probably don't need instant funding. But listen, 90% of people will hear that and not listen. And I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing because I didn't listen. I was buying instant funded accounts when they first came out and I was like not really ready for it. So listen, I'm not saying it like I understand most people are not going to listen to it. I was the same. Morning, brother. Yo, Mike, good morning, man. Any sleep last night? I got a little sleep. I feel pretty refreshed right now. It's crazy what my body will adjust to because I used to get a good 7 hours, at least 6 hours every night. Now I'm getting like three to four, but I feel rested on 3 to 4 hours at the moment because before I was getting like 2. So it's funny what the body will do. But yeah, I feel good, man. I got some sleep. Thank you for asking. I don't think I need the creatine today. I'm feeling all right. We'll see, though. We'll see. Yeah, you know what? Ooh, wait, no. See, I can't expand it, unfortunately, because it'll cover my face. Maybe I'll see if we can get our tech guys to get that screen to expand and not cover me. Because I can't do that right now. We'll look into that because I do agree with you. I think that would be pretty sweet if we could do that. Yeah, and the evaluation accounts are going to be easier to get paid out from once you are funded. Less rules. It's true. But you got to remember, so this is why it really just depends on the type of trader you are, because for me, instant funding actually makes a lot of sense because I hate buying challenges and spending a week on them. So when I buy them, I'm always trying to pass them as quickly as possible. And if you do that, you're bound to fail some. So then if you start doing the math, like, okay, if I buy, especially when you start copy trading like I do, if I buy 5 challenges at a time, I fail the first 2 sets of 5 accounts. Then I get the third set funded and I pay the activation fees. By that time, I actually probably spent the same or more even possibly than I would have if I just bought 5 instant funded accounts and didn't have to deal with any of the headache of doing all that. So it really depends on where you're at, because for a lot of people, actually instant funding does make more sense. For me, it does most of the time for all the reasons I just said. But it just depends where you're at. Kevin says, as a 5-year trainer, creatine also helps cognitive benefits, and you should just take it every day. Yeah, man. Well, I gotta get back to training, man. I gotta get into shape. So maybe I should start taking creatine every day. I will say, whenever I was going to the gym, I always use creatine. I don't even have the juice to get to the gym without it. Pro Trader, good morning. All right, let's do this. So let's talk about these volume profile levels. Also, guys, again, I just want to remind you, 50 likes and we'll run the first giveaway. All right, we got almost 70 people watching just on YouTube. If you're on X, if you're watching us on X or Instagram, come on over to YouTube, smash the like button. We need 9 more. We'll run our first giveaway. All right. Creatine needs 4 liters of water. What does that mean? Because it'll dehydrate you? You need 4 liters of water if you have creatine? All right, let's do this. So, volume profile levels. First, let's go over that. Previous day's point of control, 25,834.25. Mark that on your chart. Previous day's value area high, 25,940.75. The value area low, I don't have it marked right now because it was very close to the previous day's low. So I go over this all the time, guys. If one of my volume profile levels are within a few points from another level, I'll just pick the one that's more important. Previous day's point of control is more important to me. Previous day's low, previous day's high, we know where those are at. Market opens up right here, and we sweep previous day's low. Once we swept previous day's low, though, we're starting to get a recovery here. I think just based off what I'm looking at right now, before we even get into the higher time frame, you can use the previous day's point of control today as a very simple gauge in directional bias. If we stay below the previous day's point of control, keep a short bias. If we do break above the previous day's point of control, which can definitely happen, flip to a long bias. I think this can be your line in the sand. Like very clearly can be your line in the sand right here. So that's number one. We break above here, we can look for longs. If we stay below, we're going to keep a short directional bias. And that's one of the things I love about the previous day's point of control, because it really gives you a strong line in the sand for these types of things. Let's look up the midnight open, see where midnight is at. Okay, we're hovering around it right now. Is it almost 8:30? Oh, 8:30. News already happened. Yo, this news lately has been lackluster. Nothing even happened at the news. We're getting a little sell-off here. Nothing crazy. That's wild. I'm going to log into Top 1 Futures, I think. Or Tradeify, I mean. Oh, wait. Demo now. Hey, that's how you know I'm trading an actual live account, live cash account, because I had it on the live section. But we're doing prop firms, so we go there. It's a sim. Oh, yeah. Let me get a poll up, chat. Bullish or bearish bias? All right, I just dropped a poll. Daily bias for NQ/ES. Bullish or bearish? Let us know. So far, I'm neutral, but I'm just going to be using previous day's point of control as my line in the sand. I think that's what I'm going with, just based off the 15-minute. We'll get into the higher time frame in a second, though. What is the best way to copy trade Tradeivate accounts that are with different prop firms? So there's no easy answer for this. You're going to need to use a third-party copier, Mike. And I don't really want to recommend anything personally, because these third-party copiers, a lot of people could have issues with it. There's a bunch of them. Just look them up. TradeSyncer, Traders Post, to name a couple, for futures. Replicanto. They're there, and people use them. I actually don't even do that myself. I just stick between the firms. So I'll be trading with like 2 to 3 firms maximum at any time. And I just copy trade between those firms though. So for me, it's like, I don't see the point in having like 2 accounts with one firm, 2 accounts with another, 1 account here, and then trying to copy trade all of those. I figure pick a firm, work on getting max allocated, getting the maximum number of accounts that you can possibly have with that firm, trade those. And if you want more accounts, then go to another firm and do the same thing. And I just treat them as different baskets. So I have my Tradeify baskets, my Top 1 Futures baskets. If I'm trading with Top Step or someone else, I'll use that as a basket. And I call it risk sinking, right? So if I take a loss on one basket of accounts, instead of like trying to force more trades on that set of accounts, if I do see another setup, I just move to my other basket of accounts. And what that does is it like evenly distributes the risk outward. So you're not putting as much risk on as you think when it comes to all of your accounts. But simple answer, there's third-party copiers. You just got to look into them. There's a bunch. Prop firm match, they do have copy trading on the CFD side of things right now. I know that they've talked about getting into futures with that, but I don't know. I think that's like way down the line if they do. Trade copy has given me the least problems. Just got to make sure to hit the flat and all button once a trade closes. I do that even with Tradeivate, bro. Every time I'm in a trade, once the trade's over, I still just hit this button like 5 times, the flat and all. Because I've had issues where, you know, it's either the platform or it's me. I just forgot to leave a limit order up, and then I get cooked. How's this poll doing? All right, 62% bullish so far. Can't fade the chat, man. This chat is right a lot. Usually you go to like a trading stream and the bias from the chat is always wrong. That's not really the case here. You guys be right a lot. I'm not even like not even glazing. This chat seems to have the daily bias correct. A lot. Oh, hey, we hit 50 likes. Let's go. All right, we hit 50 likes, chat. I promised to run a giveaway. We can do it. Down? Type 1 if you want to run a giveaway real quick. What time is it? It's 8:40. Let me know. Let me know. All right, cool. Let's do a quick giveaway, guys. So again, reminder, you got to join the Prop Firm Match Discord channel to enter into our giveaways. Okay, so there's a pinned comment at the top of the chat. Click on that link to join, and this is what we're gonna do. I'll pull up the Discord right now, and I give you guys a code word to enter. Pull it up right here. So once you join, you have to get verified. It takes like 5 seconds. Once you do that, all of these channels will open up. You go to PFM TV, go to the stream chat right here. And these people are cooked. We always laugh at these people. Well, this person's not cooked, but this one is. See? Sorry. They don't know. They don't know the process yet. You can't blame them. They don't know the process yet. But okay. I'm going to say type match to enter the giveaway. So type the word match underneath my name to enter into giveaway. Yeah, there we go. Everyone get in there. This is what we'll do. I'll give you guys a few minutes to get your entries in. We'll take a quick coffee break. Yo, Neek, Alex, no need to type 1 in the YouTube chat. That's kind of chopped. I don't know why you're doing that. I feel like you're here. You got to do this in Discord, brother. What's good? Anyone typing it into YouTube, we're running the giveaway, so it doesn't work in YouTube. You got to do it in the Discord channel. I just went over it, so rewind if you need to. But all right, we're gonna take a quick coffee break, and when we get back, we will make the list. We will run some duck races. We'll do some giveaways, and then we'll do some higher time frame analysis, and then we'll get ready to gear up for the open. As you guys know, I just don't really trade in pre-market, so most of the time, from 8 to 9:30. I'm just going to be yapping. We're going to do higher time frame analysis. We're going to talk psychology, prop firms, all that good stuff, and do giveaways, because then when the open comes, we have our guest and it's time to trade. So stay tuned. I will be right back. We'll do like a 3-minute coffee break and we'll announce the winners as soon as we get back. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Peace. All right, what's good? What's good? Get the other studio going. All right, we are back. All right, chat. Sorry for the wait there. Gave everyone a lot of time to enter that giveaway, though. We're giving away Aqua Futures, Top One Futures, and Blue Guardian accounts. Shout out to our sponsors. We're going to do this right now. Let me get the list going. And by the way, guys, we'll keep bribing you with likes. So we hit 50. When we hit 75 likes, we'll run another giveaway. You know how this goes. But okay, let me get this list going and we'll do the giveaway. We'll do Duck Race. I finally got that Duck Race Premium. I spent $25 for the year to get that Duck Race Premium. That money came out of my own pocket. That's how much I love you guys, because I know people like the Duck Race. It is more fun, I'll admit. It's more fun than the pinwheel. Shout out to Josh Garcia, because he gave us that Google Sheets that helps me do this giveaway really smoothly. So shout out Josh, man. By the way, Josh and Erkan, who are regulars in the stream, it looks like they're going to be coming on. They're going to be coming on stream next week. Who's hyped for that? We hyped for that, chat? Two killers, man. People that trade, you know, I don't take credit. Like, they do their own thing, but they have learned stuff from me. I think I could take enough credit that they've learned some technical analysis from me, stuff that I use, and they started implementing and started, you know, becoming really great traders. So that'll be cool, man. I'm excited. It'll be a good conversation, and it'll be a double. You know, usually we just have one guest on. It'll be like me and one other person, but we're gonna do we're gonna triple it up. 2 guests in one shot. Okay, just bear with me while I get this list. Okay, got it. The last person to enter is Kartik Singh. He's the last entry. Or FX Trader's the last entry. I'm going to be nice. I just copied it for him. But that's the last person. Anyone below them, you missed it. Just FYI. Okay, getting the list right now. All right. Let's do this. Let me log into my Duck Race Premium. Bam. Let's go. All right. Your name, there's no way your name is being missed, my friend. There's no way. We got like 200 people in here. I predict Trump duck for the win. Interesting. All right, are we ready? What indicator did you say you use again? I use a few indicators. I use volume profile, and then I just use like little things that help me with my ICT analysis. Stuff like ICT kill zones and pivots. I use the fair value gap indicator still sometimes, even though I can recognize a fair value gap, no problem. I don't know. Sometimes it helps me see ones that I would have missed. But all right, let's do this. Let's go. On 3, 1, 2. Is Trump duck even here? Where's Trump duck? Where's Trump duck? I don't see any Trumpy today, man. I see Mohawk duck. I see rainbow duck. Ooh, I see grandma duck. I want grandma duck to win it. Come on, take it. Oh, there's Trump duck right there. I see him. Damn. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that name. You won. Sick name, dude. Really, really good name. All right, you won. Let me find you on Discord. DHI. Okay, I found you. Psychopath. All right, I found you though, so I got you. No worries. So listen, to claim your account, for anyone that doesn't know, anyone that's new, this is how you claim your accounts with us, guys, when you win a giveaway. You got to go over to PFM support on X. Okay, so go to X, type in PFM support. I'll link it for you. I'll make it easy. Bam. So just click that link, send them over a DM, show them proof of your insane Discord handle, and they will get you hooked up with your account within 24 hours. All right, let's run another one. He was being tasered by the cops while he was typing that name. Yeah, possibly. All right, here we go. Let's go. John Wick is out here right now. I don't see Trump duck. Dude, Iron Man is deep in the front, and I'm sorry, but that means you're cooked, bro. Yep, told you. Oh, shit. Kiev show. Is that like a Russian, like Kiev? Damn, Goku, I know. You were close, bro. You were close. All right. Kiev. Let me find you on here real quick. Perfect. I got you. I think I was right. I feel like that's like Russian. Maybe I'm wrong. Whatever. You were the winner. Congratulations, bro. Shout out. Same as everyone else. All you got to do, bro, claim your account, go to PFM support on X, and you'll be able to claim your account. Send them send them a DM, show them proof of your Discord handle, give them a timestamp if anything too. That usually helps, and they'll get you your account within 24 hours. Don't see Andy at all. I mean, we had a lot of names in that one, Andy. I'm sure you were in there. I'll double check on the next one, make sure you're in, but I'm sure you were, bro. We had like over 200 names. Because people got to forget, we have like 100 people watching right now on YouTube. That's true, but we have people on X and on Instagram. So you get more entries than you would think if you're just paying attention to the YouTube stream. Yeah, and a lot of the ducks, you're not going to see the name because they're so, like, they can't show us 200 ducks. You know what I mean? That'd be crazy. There's some that are just in the back. All right, though. Market hasn't moved much. It's almost 9 o'clock. Maybe we can do some higher time frame analysis. And like I said, guys, we hit 75 likes. I'll happily run another giveaway right away. So where are we at on that? Are we close to likes to 75? $64. We hit 75. I'll run another one, chat. What up, LOXO? All right. Let's go to the higher time frame quick. So, I mean, again, bias-wise, below previous day's point of control, stick to the short bias. We break above the previous day's point of control with strength, with displacement. We could go long and look for continuation of the higher time frame trend, right? But now, that's our line in the sand. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's clear our volume profile levels for just a moment. Honestly, you know what this can look like to me? Here, do we have a fair value gap in there? A 4 hour gap? Okay, this is going to be so easy to read now. I'm saying this is easy to read for the higher time frame, not necessarily for intraday, but look, okay. First off, we had that sell-off at the middle of December. We got our recovery, right? What did we get here on the 4 hour? We had a market structure shift right here. Right? Market structure shift, took out the last lower high that made a new lower low. We take it out, we come up, we sweep internal liquidity, come down, holds this demand zone, or you could see it as a 4 hour order block, whatever you would want to call it. This is a demand zone. We hold it, we go higher. We are in a 4 hour uptrend right now, folks. Like we are. On top of that, we have a very clear draw on liquidity right here. It's like clear as day. 4 hour equal highs, just a bunch of stacked highs, man. Like the market wants to take these. So here's your higher time frame analysis. Very simple. We're inside a 4 hour bearish fair value gap right now. If we get a 4 hour candle closure above this gap, so if this 4 hour candle closes above 25,815 in the next hour, there's only 1 hour left on this 4 hour candle. This will become a 4 hour inversion. And I'm telling you, we come for this high. That's my analysis. If we get a 4 hour closure above this gap, we're coming for this high and ultimately these stacked highs. If this holds as resistance, which it could, then we go lower. You know, there's never like, I never have a perfect answer. There's no one who's going to tell you like, this is the bias no matter what. It's like, no, we go, if this happens, then this. If this happens, then that. That's just how you do analysis. You can't actually, you don't have a crystal ball, you know? But I like to use levels to give myself lines in the sand with clear differences on what I'm going to do and how I'm going to handle it. That's the best you can do. Higher the time frame, the clearer the market, to a degree. I'm not one of those people that completely subscribes to that because I scalp on the 1 minute time frame, bro, and I see clarity in that 1 minute time frame. The thing about the 1 minute, and this is where people go wrong when they try and trade lower time frames. If you're trading a 1 minute entry setup, your target needs to be based off that 1 minute move. where people go wrong is they're stuck on the 1 minute, and then they're looking for like a 100-point move. They're trying to like catch the expansion of the day, and they're trying to do it on the 1 minute to get the best entry and, like, mark the tippy top or short the top or long the bottom. And that's where people go wrong with the 1 minute. Price action is fractal though. If I showed you a chart with no time frame, you would have no idea if that chart's a yearly, a daily, a monthly, or a 1 minute. So when we go to the 1 minute, the difference is that a trade that I take on a 1 minute entry, most of the time, if I have the most clarity, if I'm trying to target 15 to 20 points, max 10 to 20 points, really, I have clarity on that lower time frame. Now, if I'm trying to capture 100 points, doing that on the 1 minute time frame is not going to be as optimal, and you're not going to have that clarity. But that's where people go wrong. They say the 1 minute is noisy, right? That's because they're using it they're framing it like they're trying to catch the daily expansion. They're trying to catch the move of the day, and they're trying to use the 1 minute, and they go, it's so noisy. It's like, it's not noisy. It's about where you're framing it. So back from December break, wish 2026 will be a good year. Hope everybody is fine. We'll have a lucky winning year. Let's go. Yes, we're all back. I'm happy to be back. Yeah, Mike, you agree? Well said. You're 100% right above the 1 minute trading. Yep. 100%, man. Great way to take decision here. I like your analysis, Zach. Thank you, man. 4 hour change in state of delivery plus SIBI. Yeah. I mean, yeah, essentially. I don't use change in the state. I don't even really understand how to analyze that, but I think I somewhat understand it. There he is. Yo, Erkan, good morning, bro. I was just talking about you and Josh, talking about our stream next week. I think we're going to shoot for Wednesday. I think because I messaged Josh and he said he can do Wednesday. So let me know if that's good for you. We're going to do a double stream, guys. Erkan and Josh, who are, they're always here in the chat. We're going to do a stream, the three of us. Abby, good morning. Good morning. Abby had a green day, I think. I saw on Instagram. You were up, 750 times 3 accounts or something? Cool, you're good for Wednesday? Perfect, Erkan. That's going to be fun, bro. I'm looking forward to next week. That's going to be a good stream. Double trouble. Double trouble. All right. Yeah, so Erkan, I do agree with you, I think. I'm liking longs. Ideally, though, I want to see us invert this 4 hour SIBI. If we invert this 4 hour SIBI in the next 55 minutes, so closure above here, I think we come for this high. Because you still have your higher time frame stacked highs up here, these equal highs up here on the 4 hour. Looks like a clear as day target. If we zoom out, I just went over this, but you probably just got on. We have our 4 hour market structure shift right here, just analyzing the higher time frame, right? 4 hour shift in structure, come down, sweep liquidity, whatever, tap into this order block, demand zone, go higher, make a new high. And now it's like the same exact thing, right? So we came down, we swept liquidity, we're covered. And now if we invert this 4 hour SIBI, it's like, okay, we come for 26,000. Seems pretty cut and dry, but only if we inverse that gap. So, I mean, if we don't inverse the gap right away is the only way I see shorts. But yeah, also volume profile, though, that's the one last thing. The one other thing is that we're below the POC. We are below the previous day's POC. So if you want to be patient and wait for the break above that, then you're going to have so many things in line. You're going to have that 4 hour inversion, knowing you're in line with the 4 hour trend, higher time frame liquidity targets, and you break above the POC with strength. It's going to be like really high probability setup. Trader guys, what up? Abby, I love that you're pulling yourself out of drawdown and you're not trying to make it all back in one day, because we know that's been a problem of yours, and it seems like you're maturing as a trader. That's fucking sick. You're pulling yourself out of drawdown safely and effectively. I'm doing the same thing. I started the week, chat. I started the week up like 20 grand in my Tradeify accounts, right? And then I had this red day right here. hit my daily loss limit. I had a bad day. And I'm not trying to make all that back in one day. I came back yesterday. I made a small chunk of it back right here. I talked about it on X. And I haven't traded them since. So, we'll see what I can do today. But these account balances were at 4,500. I was halfway to the profit target in like 4 days of trading. And now, I set myself back. But instead of trying to make it all back, I'm just, whatever. Try and stack the base hits. Trump is taking the Indian markets with his 500% tariff. I know nothing about that. How can I participate in the giveaway? So check the pinned comment at the top of the chat. You got to join our Discord. Join the Prop Firm Match Discord. And then when it comes time to run a giveaway, I'll explain how to do it. But you need to be a member of the Discord to do it. What do you think about going live instead of evals? I think the eval phase is killing me. Do you mean like instant funding versus evals? Is that what you're saying? Here's the thing. I was going over this like maybe 20 minutes ago. If you can't pass challenges consistently, if you can't take payouts consistently, there is no reason to trade instant funding. You're going to burn a hole in your pocket. And I'm telling you, most trading influencers are not going to say this to you because they want you to, buy instant funded accounts with their code. I'm kind of like, but it's just the truth, man. If you can't take payouts and pass challenges quickly, what makes you think you're going to do it with an instant funded account? You're just trying to cut a corner that you're not ready for. And most people don't want to hear that, but it is the truth. You should stick to evals if you're having trouble with it. You're just going to spend more money, I promise you. My profile verification has failed on Apex. You're going to have to hit them up. That happened to me actually like 2 years ago. You just have to hit them up. They'll fix it for you. Yeah. Electric case. Listen to Zach. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about with this. Trust me. Did we hit 75 likes yet, chat? Because we can run another giveaway. I'm down if we hit 75. Oh, 74. We need one more like. Let's do it. Let's get another giveaway in before Decipher the Algo, Christian, comes on. And then we'll gear up for the open. Let's get this. Smash that like button and we'll run this other giveaway. Okay, I'm going to get it going because I'm sure somebody hit the like button. So guys, for anyone that's new, this is how you enter our giveaways. You got to join the Prop Firm Match Discord. There's a pinned comment at the top of the chat. Click that link. Then you're going to go here. You're going to get verified. Once you get verified, it takes 5 seconds. Go here to the stream chat under PFM TV. And I'm going to write. See all these people? They're going too early. They're cooked. Type algo to enter. So type the word algo underneath my name to enter the giveaway. There we go. Yeah, coming in hot. All right, guys. Let's do this. One more quick coffee break before Christian comes on. Decipher the Algo. I'm going to make sure he's set up with us so he can get into the studio. And as soon as we get back, we'll announce the winners and we'll have our guest on and we'll start doing some live trading. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. All right, chat. We are back. Oh, there we go. Now we're back. How we doing? All right, some consolidation. I just realized it's only 9:17. For some reason, I thought it was like about to be 9:30. I don't know why. That's all good. We got a few more minutes till the open, so we will be patient. How are you guys doing on that giveaway? Did everybody get a chance to enter? Zach, do your men take evals fast, meaning go aggressive to pass it and then slow down on funded? This is the thing. It just really depends on where you're at, man. Like, there are two types of people who are using prop firms. There are people that are new to trading and they're using prop firms because it is a cheaper way to get into trading and to learn. If that is who you are, then you should just take your time with your evaluation and learn how to trade with it for a cheap buy-in cost. Now, the other type of person who is using prop firms is a person who's a profitable trader, and they're trading prop firms because of the leverage and scalability they get. If you're that type of person, then yeah, you can trade them aggressively because you're playing a game of however much money you're putting in for challenge purchases, you want to see more coming back in your payout ratio. So it depends on where you're at. If you're asking me this question, you're probably still in the learning phase. So I would say don't even be aggressive, man. There's no need. Just learn how to trade with the evaluation. Use it for that purpose. If learning, go for the cheap evals where you pay activation fee at sim funded stage. I agree with this wholeheartedly. This is where like Apex Trader funding is perfect for people like that. Perfect. Again, right now they're doing 50% off with code match. I would say hold off until they run another 70 or 80% deal, which they will very soon. They go over to futures. But Apex is a perfect one. Okay. When they're doing their 80% off deals, cheap buy-in to learn, and then you only pay your activation fee if you pass. Another good one is Top Step for this. Drop $50 on your evaluation, and you only pay the activation fee if you pass your account. Tradeify has an option like that. 30% off code match too. So also, if you want to save the most money possible, use code match. You're doing this. But yeah, that perfect. Completely agree with this. Completely agree with this. Well said. So so Abby is saying, so the point of control is not engaged overnight, which means it's still a play. Midnight is during the open though, right? Because it was engaged 10 minutes ago. Oh, hold on. The previous day's point of control was engaged already. It was touched right here, right at the open. I mean, market opens here at 1800. This is the open. It opened right at the previous day's point of control, Abby. So there is no 80% setup. It was touched right at the open. And for midnight, yeah, I use the midnight open for right at 9:30. But here's the thing. When we're opening up just like right near it, we don't really have a retracement setup here. There's no range to capture if the market retraces a few points lower. So there's really not a good midnight retracement setup available because we're going to open right around the midnight open most likely. So there's no midnight open setup really, and there's no 80% setup because the previous day's point of control was touched right here. Are we supposed to be following his trades or is he just helping? You can do whatever you want. How do you see it was touched? I mean, market opened right here. This is when the market opened at 6 p.m. Eastern. Market opened right here. It touched the POC here, touched it here, all throughout the Asia session, and then we sold off. This right here, this was last night's price action when the market reopened at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it was touched. You had it at 8:59. Are you on the micros? It might be a little different on the micros. Sometimes that happens. Here, let's take a look. Sometimes there's a slight discrepancy between the micros and the minis. On the minis, the POC is right here at 834. Let's see where it is on micros. Or MNQ. Yeah, there's a discrepancy there. Yeah, micros, it's a little different. This is a tough one where, we're so close to, we opened up so close to it that, it is in line with trends. So maybe there's an 80% setup in relevant to the micros. Maybe you're right. You might be right. Yeah, honestly, it could work. It could work. But yeah, you just got to go with whichever instrument you're trading. Unfortunately, there's no easy answer for this about which one do you choose. So what do you do about that? Nothing. You just make a decision. Look for other confluences to help with your idea. There's no like, oh, you do this, it's just like, oh, that sucks. There's a divergence here. That's all. It happens from time to time. Yep. I use Top Step as a beginner trader. That's what I'm saying. Top Step is great for beginners. So is my funded futures. So is Apex. Stoic. Good morning, bro. Morning. Chat, should me and Stoic do a podcast? Do we record a podcast? Also, teammate Alex, I think me and him should do one too. I don't mean like a weekly thing necessarily, but just, just commit to doing one. Maybe even get teammate Alex on there. Because I was talking to him about doing some more collaborations. He's going to be on tomorrow too. Shout out teammate Alex. I know you guys like him. Okay. So yeah, Abby, there's technically an 80% setup on MNQ. There is. Abby, you want to hop on this pod? You want to get on? Let's go. You can come too. You should just do the stream first. I'm on the stream next week or the week, whenever you want. But let's do stream first, then podcast. I'm down. If you want to help be on the pod, we could definitely use you. Give gold analysis. Oh yeah, wait, I have a giveaway to do. Hold up, let's run this giveaway quick, chat. Totally forgot about it. I'm sure everyone's got a ton of entries in there. You definitely had time to enter this one. Forgot about it. Okay, let me just get this list going. Damn, yeah, I left it too long. We got a ton of entries. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. And listen, next giveaway, we gotta hit 100 likes. When we hit 100, we'll do the next giveaway. This is how we do it. So start smashing that like button if you want the next one to go soon. Just getting this list going, guys. So bear with me. Takes a minute. Okay, that's going to be it for the entries. Oh, wait, what did I do? No. There we go. Again, shout out Josh, man, for helping us with this. All right. Do we want to do a pinwheel first? What do we think, chat? 3 minutes till the open. Let's just do 2 pinwheels quick, and then let's focus on the open. Zero. Shout out Zero. Shout out Zero. All right, you're the first winner. Let me find you on Discord right quick. I'll give away one more right now. And then we'll get to the open. And then when we hit 100 likes, we'll give away two more. Again, guys, I got 9 accounts left to give away for the day. So stay tuned. We got a ton of giveaways to do. Okay, let's do one more. I don't want to do a race because I don't want to waste time. I want to get to the markets. Morning, Josh. Good to see you here, bro. Harsha. All right, shout out Harsha. Let's go. Find you on Discord. And I got you. Perfect. All right, so quick reminder, guys, to claim your account, all you got to do, go to PFM Support on X. I'll link it in the chat for you. Make it really easy, okay? Drop it in the comments. Send them over a DM, show them proof of your Discord handle, and they'll get you hooked up with your account, usually within 24 hours. So stay tuned for that. And again, I still have 8 accounts left to give away today. So we're going to run a ton more giveaways. Stay tuned. We'll do another one soon. Like I said, we hit 100 likes. We'll do another one. Okay, market is about to open. So let's focus on that. Yeah. Okay. We got ES, we got NQ. So we're going to open up right around the midnight open. What prop firm has the most relaxed rules on funded? Top Step. Top Step or My Funded Futures. That's it, for sure. With My Funded Futures, you can get 50% off on the pro accounts with code MATCH right now. Top Step, they never do any discounts. So that's one other trade-off. With My Funded Futures, you can get a 50% off discount, and there's no activation fees. So, but they both have like pretty much the exact same rules. That's what I would recommend. Starting off a bit shaky here. I'm going to move this midnight open. It's kind of in our way. What fair value gap is this that I have marked out? Oh, it's that 4-hour. This is that 4-hour fair value gap. Ooh, looking pretty bearish at the moment. One thing to remember, guys, we got these equal lows down here. You know what I mean? Like, we could fake everyone out. It's possible. Looks like we're going to come down and take these wicks. Ooh, ES holding up a lot, though. Damn, man. Didn't even give us a chance. I really want to try a little scalp here inside this fair value gap. I don't even know if we would, oops. This could just be the sweep right here. ES is really holding up again, huh? Yeah, nah, this could be a good long opportunity too. Oh, I just missed it. Oh, wait, not 4. No, I don't want 4 on there. No, I don't want 4 minis. Okay, I got to close this. Okay. Not going to lie. I meant to get in on 2 minis, and I just got in on 4 minis times 5 accounts. And I just made $536 on my 5 accounts. Damn. I meant to take 2 minis and try to capture like 20 points. but we just did it with 5. Does that count as a nice W? I think technically, do I get a W for that? W's in the chat. I would have hit TP because I was looking for this fair value gap. So I would have hit TP regardless. Why? Wait. 20. Oh, no. I was supposed to be in on 10. Why did I do 20? Yeah, I was supposed to be in on 10. Because 10 contracts, 2 times 5, that's 10. I'm shot. I'm chopped. 20 is 4. 4 contracts times 5. Okay, well, I guess we'll take it. We'll take it. Done for the day now. Shit. Honestly, chat, this might be a sell-off day, to be fair. This is looking hella bearish. And we got these relative equal lows. We got that volume imbalance down here. Remember we were talking about this as a draw on liquidity earlier in the week, and they just kept pushing it up? What if this is the draw now? There's no fair value gap on this 1 hour to pay attention to. There's nothing here. So there's no displacement on the 1 hour. You got this 15-minute gap, but this feels like it's gonna get inversed. I think we about to sell. I think this is a sell day. Oh my goodness. Damn. Damn. Holy shit. Bruh, give me a chance to get in. Okay, we're going to come for that low, right? Like, it's becoming obvious. Look at the difference here. ES is holding up, though, dude. Damn. Holy shit. By the way, DecipherTheAlgo said he'll be on, like, he said maybe like 15 minutes after the open. So we just got to, he'll be on soon. Guys, whoever was watching yesterday, you know, we got flaked on by Dodgy. He messaged me back later in the day. Do you think he gave a legitimate excuse, or do you think it was some cornball statement? Let me know what you think. But he did message me back. So he was a no response during the stream, but he responded like 2 hours after the stream with an excuse. I'm trying to open this nicotine gum, man. This nicotine gum, they make it so hard to open. What's up with that, bro? Why they make it so hard? There we go. ES is still holding up. There's a big bullish SMT right now. Did you guys spam him for real? Did I actually have an army in there spamming his stream? That's lit, if so. Am I bullish or bearish? Neutral at the moment, but beginning to be more bearish for these lows, possibly. Remember, guys, remember what we said. As long as we're still below the previous day's POC, stay with a short bias. That's helping a lot right now. I feel like this is just going to go right down to these lows. Only thing I don't like is look at ES, guys. ES is like bullish, or it's more just in a range still, but ES is going to make new highs right now. So we got conflicting information. This has just been a tough week. It is tough to read price action this week. Just remember that, guys. This is not an easy week. You have ES and NQ doing the exact opposite right now. This is like the third day this week this has happened. That's crazy. I think we got to be chill here and wait. I'm very thankful that I caught a dub. We caught a quick dub. Just like yesterday morning, ES and NQ not lined up. Yeah, this is like I think this has happened almost every day this week to a certain degree, Josh. It's pretty crazy. By the way, Josh, next Wednesday, me, you, Erkan, live stream, Prop Firm Match TV. You in? Russell and YM are ripping. Really? Doing the exact opposite? Oh my God. I kind of wish I got into another short scalp for these lows because it's looking pretty obvious. Let's see. Be patient here. What do you think? You think we're going to take this low real quick before we do anything else? Oh, there we go. Here it comes. Russell and YM still ripping. Look at that. Bam. Dude. This market is cooking right now. I'm getting excited. You know that meme? You know that meme with the dude, the guy has like, he's got his back on the chair and then he just goes like this? That's me right now when we took those lows. Damn. 1,200 drawdown to 120. Let's go. Wait, that's a good thing, right? Are you saying you're back up? So you were $1,200 in drawdown. Now you're at $120 in drawdown, right? I hope that's what you mean, Abby. I think it is. Oh, that's my accountant calling me. I can't talk, accountant. I'm gambling. I'm full porting NASDAQ. I can't have my accountant calling me. He's telling me to get out of the market. You called those lows, Abby? Let's go. They were so close last night, but didn't hit. Knew it would today. Yeah, that's like one of the best. That type of move is underrated, right, Abby? Where you get really close to a draw on liquidity and then you just miss it. You retrace to some type of imbalance, fair value gap. It's like it becomes obvious that the market wants to take that liquidity, and when you get that shallow pullback or even a deep pullback, and you leave those lows, it's one of my favorite types of trades to look for when looking for a DLL. Goku managed to get his account back green. Let's go, man. We're all up. We are all up. Oop. I wish I got short at the open, man. I do. ES is really doing nothing. This is why it's like, if you're a scalper, man, if you're trading the 1 minute time frame, why are you trading ES? Look how excited NASDAQ has been extremely exciting. This has been an exciting move. Exciting, fun open to watch, good to trade, volatility. And then you look at ES. Like nothing. Listen, I understand if you're oh wow, I spoke too soon. Oh my God. Bro. I'm so mad I didn't hold shorts. Oh my God. I'm so mad I didn't hold shorts. What are we doing, chat? I can't believe I missed that short. We're coming for these lows. I think we're about to sell. Look at this. Damn, look at that 4-hour gap. 4-hour fair value gap, 4-hour SIBI. Fair value gaps are some of the best levels in the world. Look at that. That is not random. Look at those wicks. Look at how it wicks above the midnight open, closes back beneath it, taps into the imbalance, rips lower. Look how not random that is. The fair value gaps don't work. Erkan says, we have more downside targets here on NQ. I'm looking to participate on a pullback. Me too, man. Me too. I will say, guys, I did take a short on my personal account, but I was like yapping. So I am up on my personal account as well. 700. But I didn't hold it. I didn't hold it for like nearly what I could have. I could have made like $4,000 if I was holding this short right now. Kenny, good morning. What's up, bro? Much love. Good to see you. I know. I can't believe I took that long on Tradeify. That was crazy. Calling 2555 today. 2555. Yeah. Honestly, probably 521. I think even 521 maybe. Relative equal lows. We've been looking at this all week, you know, and then you got this volume imbalance right here. Oh, and we got DecipherTheAlgo in the chat, in the stream. Okay, let's bring him on, see what he's looking at. Yo!
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. How's it going, man?
Great, man. Just finished trading for the day. Yeah.
Nice. When you said it was 15 minutes after the open, I was like, oh, he's probably in a position he needs to focus for a minute.
Well, I was looking at the short ahead of the open. I ended up just grabbing an entry at the open, and when you're trading, you know, the first few minutes, it gets real squirrely, just to say the least. But I made I'm up 2,100 on the day for just one account. Made nice. Like 1,100. I probably could have made more on the sell-off this morning, but it just, you know, the way I got trailed out is what it is. Yeah, that's actually kind of depressing. I got trailed out at 720. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day, but yeah, you know how it is, because I'm looking at those that 500 level, the same thing you're talking about. I've been telling everybody that since last night. Yeah, pretty clear now. It was a little bit. I felt like it could have gone either way right before the open. And what I was saying, I was talking to the chat saying we had this 4-hour bullish fair value gap. And I was thinking like, okay, we had an hour left on that 4-hour candle. If you do get that rip to the upside and you inverse that gap, then I could see it being previous day's high. And, you know, we have these equal highs up here that have been sitting for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that, but I preferred the shorts. I was like, I would rather see this market sell off. So I caught a short on my personal account, personal cash account, made 700 on that. And bro, I took a long scalp on Tradeify. I meant to get in on 2 minis. I accidentally got in on 4. Oh, so shit. I just closed it like immediately and made 500 on my 5 accounts. So
there's no like rule for how quick a trade can be.
So they have it, but it's like it needs to be 50% of your overall profits.
Gotcha.
And
okay, you'll be all
like
right.
95% of my trades are at least a few minutes.
Yeah. It's always annoying when things like that get you and you're not even trying to like game the system. But it was a good move today, man. I mean, I really like the short. I was telling a couple of people last night, just sending out the early, like, hey, look for this level tomorrow. And it's just nice when you see the action from yesterday's close kind of confirm what I was thinking was going to happen. So, you know, I mean, I think it's in one of Larry Williams's books where he talks about, you know, weakness into the end of a session can likely ignite the continuation of that into the the following session, aka the new day, right? So that's kind of what I was looking at. I was short yesterday, caught a good amount of it, gave back like, I don't know, $800 or something, and then now I'm up again back to kind of pretty much, I think last time I'm unrealized I was at like 1600, now I'm at 2100. So realistically could have been more, but yeah, it's a good move. I know you mentioned, you know, the 4-hour chart. I like the 15 right ahead of the open. That's something I put in my Discord. There's a sweep of old highs, that weird overnight rally, and then that 15-minute fair value gap. It was, for me, it was really clean. I thought the 15 was like pretty much all you needed.
Yeah, man, I'm really appreciating this cleaner price action because I don't know about you, but this week has been like disgusting, in my opinion.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been super jet lagged from Hawaii, so thankfully I haven't experienced much of it. But yeah, I've had. It's been a weird week because I've had a couple days where I'm up like I just make $100 or something. Yeah, I have like $100, $300, which is just rare for me to not try to push at all. But it just wasn't. It wasn't the vibe this week.
Yeah, no, it was some funky price action, man. I hit a daily loss limit on Tuesday, my Tradeify accounts. And luckily we've been making it back. So, you know, I lost 3.7K on Tuesday, unfortunately. But then next day came back. I was like, all right, let me just go back, look for some base hits, just try to put green on the board. So then we were up 1600 and now we're up 5. So we're clawing that back.
Yeah, that's, I mean, the best way you can do it. So let me ask you this. How come you're not taking the first 12 months of the year off like ICT says?
First 12 months? Oh, yeah, what that mean is like on Monday, we don't trade. We wait for the trend to develop. On Tuesday is high impact news, so no trade day. On Wednesday, we're waiting for the daily expansion. Yeah.
Yep. So our first trade will be on Saturday, you know. It's funny because people have so many different ways to look at it, and while it is true that catching expansion moves is great, I don't even know if this is my best type of trading day. You know, like the only reason I did well on this type of day is because I've been accustomed to trading the open ever since I started trading, you know, options. So I'm good at reacting quickly, but it's not fun. It's more, it's genuinely more of a conviction meets experience rather than like a statistical, this is my entry model, it's going down, you know what I mean? It opens, it's going down, I know where my stop is, and that's about it. But that's like momentum trading, so it's different, you know. You could catch a trend, but like, where's the pullback today? I don't think today was an easy day to catch your, you know, your continuation model. Maybe start to see it develop down here, but I don't know. I think it's a little bit easier to kind of trade some of the more sideways days. And plus, when you start thinking every day is a trend day, that is not going to work for you. I can promise you that.
No, definitely not. Yeah, Erkan, this comment goes well with what you're saying. Can a brother get a pullback?
Yep, I can relate to that very, very, very much. So think about that. Really think about that. Like, I know you're saying it as a comment, but think about what a day like this does. It makes you miss out because you're waiting for the pullback. So you have to find a way to get involved on some of these days without doing it. And that's the tricky part, because you don't want to chase everything. But if price is just going to keep going down and you have levels that you're aiming for, it's not really a chase. It's just, you have to know what are the other indications in price action that are telling you price is going to go down. Because a candlestick is just one thing, you know. It could, like, for me, I see that it opens and it wicks higher, and as soon as it breaks below the opening price, I'm in short. I'm in short at like, I think it was 71. I got my fill, just because, you know, market order, whatever. And you know, it helps to have faster internet if you're doing stuff like trading right at the open. I do not recommend doing that on your phone, on Wi-Fi. I have fiber internet and it's wired, so I'm able to get executed pretty quickly. But yeah, if you're doing it on your phone, you might run into some slippage like that. So,
bro, I completely agree with you. So this is where, when you are looking for, I guess you can call it almost momentum trading, when the market's just going one directional. Yes. You know, it's not chasing, and this is why I do still love like ICT related concepts, because they help me find targets through the use of draw liquidity. So if I say, hey, this target has not been hit yet, I'm not chasing this move. I have a clear target. I'm going to follow this momentum. And the only thing that people got to remember with that is you may need to use a wider stop if you're not getting a perfect entry, and you got to go for that base hit. You got to go for the 1-to-1, 1 to 1.5 instead of looking for that 6R trade, because You're not going to get the 6R trade if you're late, but you can get a nice base hit, you know?
Typically the 6R trade is it's at the end of a graveyard of 1R losses, you know. So it's like, is it what you winning at what cost? It's like the guy with the champagne bottle. He's like, psh, but he's in last place. Yeah,
bro, that was me. I did that for so long, and like it's funny because it works. It can still be profitable, but it was funny because I'd be taking 6R trades, but by the time my winning trade hit, it's really 2R maybe, you know, because I took 4 paper cuts on the way.
Yeah.
So that's where I flipped that. You know what? Actually, Goku here is asking you in the chat. Can you explain your strategy? Because I know you trade a little bit different. Like you use ICT, but you use other stuff as well. So
yeah, I can put. Let me.
You want to get your screen up?
Yeah, I guess I'll just go with this one right here.
Yeah, Erkan. I just want to give Erkan a shout out. He's up 1,500. He caught a short.
Nice.
That moment. Okay, here, let me get your screen up, and if you could just get it up on both studios.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Otherwise, I mean, before you even get into the strategy, how have you been, man? I don't think I've talked to you since the last time we did a stream.
Yeah, so I was in Hawaii for about a week. It was fun. You know, first vacation in probably 4 years. I don't really go anywhere. Other than that, it's just, you know, just same old, right? Like we got home improvement going on at the house. I have my entire kitchen getting ripped out. It's like, so, you know, just a lot of moving parts, which is obviously going to be stressful, but I do think the worst of it is kind of behind us. So now it's just fun. You know, I always love New Year's. I love winter. You know, it's really easy for me to just wake up early, get to my whole routine. And that's where I tend to do the best with my trading. So you can see my chart, right?
Yes.
Right.
Let me just do this. Okay. Yeah, perfect. What was I going to say? Yeah, Hawaii, dude, that'll get you on the jet lag.
Dude,
Hawaii is like the worst place on earth to be a trader.
I had no idea. I had no idea how bad it was. I would wake up and I'm going to the gym and it's like noon for Eastern time. I'm like, dude, it's 7 a.m. here.
Dude, it's so bad in Hawaii. You like, I remember thinking, because I went, we were in Hawaii last summer, not this most recent, but the summer before, and I kept thinking like, man, I could maybe live here for a few months. It would be great. I was like, I can't do it with trading, man.
Nope, I wouldn't trade. You could kind of, I mean, even like Asia, it's just awkward. It's just I have shit to do. It's the middle of the day. So it's a weird time. But yeah, my strategy is simple. I mean, what I like doing is, you know, obviously I know quite a few different approaches to find a level of interest. So I can use, whether it's just liquidity, I can use volume-based levels, I can use daily levels. So I can pull from a variety of tools. But what I like to do in a broad sense is find where prices where it's more than likely going to go. Meaning, I might have levels that are 300 points above me. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. It does not matter. So I try to limit my areas of execution, and what I like doing a lot of the times is just labeling a few of them as like the resistance levels and a few of them as the support levels. I stole that from someone else. They used to just label some levels, but I just do that with the things that I use. And it doesn't really matter if it's like a fair value gap low on the hourly chart. It's somewhere where I think price is going to react, and it's within the ATR. You know, it's going to be something that's reached within the day. So that's kind of how I do it. It's shaped through experience. It's not like I could just tell you how to do it. It's, you know, I'm using everything I've learned over however many years, however many different strategies. But when it comes to today was a real simple session. So I genuinely built my whole thesis off this 15-minute chart for the entry at the open. So initially I had some shorts overnight, right? And then I kind of gave some of this back right here, annoying, whatever. But when I saw it kind of just stab into this area right at the open, like right ahead of the open and starting to round out, I'm trying to get short here. So I, maybe had one or two losses for like $100, $200. And then I came through and I was able to make the $1,100, $1,200 or whatever on this move. So, and that was underperforming. I could have done substantially better had I managed my profits a little better and trailed more appropriately. But, it is what it is. So when I'm looking at the 5-minute, that's pretty much the next stop from there. I see these stabs higher, and what I like to see often is when there's a fair value gap that's stabbing into a level of interest. So you have like, say this right here, basically. Just draw with this line. So you have this 5-minute gap. To me, this is a sucker's gap. It's gonna fail. It's, you know, it looks like a bull flag breakout. It's kind of just jamming into an area where it's like, that's probably shaking some people out. So that was my thesis. I tried having an entry, I think just before the open, and I think I just got kind of wiggled out right here. And then when it started to actually push, I was willing to look for it to flip. And then when it flipped, I did get short. So got trailed out on one of those wicks, but I caught a good amount of it. I mean, I think my risk on the trade, the max risk that I saw on my position was about $500 for like 3 seconds or whatever it was, right? Like it wasn't on the trade for that long, because I was like, oh, that's a little bit bigger of a range than I thought it would be. And then I just was able to trail it to minus 300, and as soon as it started ripping, you know, I'm able to get break even pretty quick. And I just looked to, I actually did partial out on this because it was kind of whippy. I'm gonna be honest, this was a super whippy move. I thought it'd be a little cleaner, but whatever. So yeah, that's kind of my approach. I mean, it's nothing too fancy. I don't try to reinvent the wheel. I mean, if I pull up my trading view charts, I rotate through different indicators. I will use daily moving averages because they're relevant. I will use volume profile between the sessions, the near-term range, and I just use areas that I've seen price react to. And if something starts to work better than others, like I guess actually I could give you some super good game. This is something I've been utilizing a ton lately. I'll actually show you on my trading view charts. It's the VWAP bands. Yeah, VWAP bands. These things are unbelievable.
They're deviation bands.
Yes.
So what's funny is when you open up a VWAP, like the stock VWAP on TradingView, it comes with those bands, right?
Yeah.
And most people throw them off.
Yep. Let me see.
Interesting. Yeah. So show us what do you like about those?
So they're really good when you compare them with an area of interest such as, let's see. I'm trying to find this thing. So like if you have basically an area of
Christian, if you want to, do you want to show your trading view chart? You may need to redo it then.
Okay.
And NQ just made another low, guys, by the way, just updating on price action. What's interesting is ES has been holding up quite a bit, but it's coming lower too now, so it's starting to follow suit.
Let me see if I get this going.
Urcon says that he also uses the deviation bands, I think. That's what he's saying. He says I do the same.
So yeah, sorry about this. I'm trying to get my Chrome's not letting me show my trading view, I guess. But either way, VWAP bands. I'll explain it to you. Super simple. It's not about the bands themselves. It's about the measurements of the bands. So you have to use, for whatever reason, I saw some guy on Twitter talk about this, and I just tried it out instantly, and it just clicked. So he's using 2.3 standard deviations to 3. So like those are or 2 to 2.3. And oftentimes what you'll see happen is at an area of overextension, price will reject from there. And there was about a week where I probably had, I don't know, 13 trades that were just like perfectly overextended and just rejected and fell through the floor. So, it's something that's really good. It's also good for knowing when to take profit. So if you look at today's, sell off on it, you have, so I'm using the 2 and 2.3 bands. Those are kind of the move. Let's see. But yeah, that's pretty much it with those. So the bands, easy money.
So what would you say? Okay, so Urcon says he does the same in the sense that he cycles through different stuff and finds confluence. So what would you say, Christian, are any of these concepts something that you lean on as like your foundational principles, or would you say it's a healthy mix of everything?
Well, I mean, candlesticks are pretty much going to be my foundation no matter what. I'm going to add stuff if I need it, but if I can figure out what I'm looking for without actually going deeper, like I'm going to keep it simple. If I need to find a level, if I can't find some area where price might be reaching for, I'm going to keep looking. Looking. So that's pretty much it. It's not a matter of like, oh, this level has to be tested. It's just if all we know about trading is that there are areas that have statistically more edge than others, there are areas that are more likely to work in your favor. Just have a good inventory of them. Know what they are, know when to apply them, because if there is one thing that's true about the market, it's always the same, of course, but it is always changing. And that's the only commonality you'll find between different markets. So yeah, it's a matter of just like, for I'd say last couple years, ICT stuff alone was pretty solid. I didn't really need to look at anything else. I feel like Joe Biden markets were pretty slow. Like,
dude,
it didn't matter.
Sometimes I miss the Joe Biden markets.
Oh, I do. It's too easy.
Yeah, it really was. What do you think it was about the Biden markets that made it easier? Is it that we were more like we were staying in daily consolidation ranges? So like, I've always felt like when we're in a daily range, like a range on the daily chart, it can be pretty easy to read because you play the extremes on the daily and then you still find clear trend within the hourly and the 15 minute. You know what I mean? But then you have clear points of interest where price is going to mean revert or reverse. And, go back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a few things. So with Trump markets, you got the algorithms running, right? They're waiting for him to say something. And he says a lot of things, so it's like they're always very reactive, and I mean policy changes like no other. It's gonna be something new every day. So
crazy.
It's a lot of volatility, it's a lot of craziness, but there is opportunity there. I think with Biden markets, we're coming out of like it was really just a consolidation market for a few years at that point. So post COVID, you went sideways for a couple of years. Those are rotational, or what you consider traders markets.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I like those. Trend markets, I don't really like trend markets. I
know, they're tough. They can be tough to read.
Yeah, and I'm always looking for an opportunity that's, like, oh, this looks like a really, really ripe spot to try the long, right? And it just gets smoked. So nowadays I'm better at not trying longs, but I find myself in this current market, I'm like, so it's looking a little hot right here. Let me try the short. And it's like, you kind of get stabbed a couple times. So that's
yesterday morning. Yesterday morning was like that. I feel like,
oh my God, yes,
dude, it was brutal. I tried to short a couple of times, and thankfully I stopped eventually.
Yeah,
but
yeah, literally, it was tough. I made it back, but like, come on, man.
I made it back. I made it back in the PM session when we got that sell off.
Yep. That's the tough part.
Real quick, chat. I just want to let you guys know, while Christian is here, we're gonna get ready to run a giveaway. We'll announce the winners when Christian heads out. But just so we can get that going, guys, go to the Discord real quick if you want to enter the PFM Discord channel. You can get into it by the pinned comment at the top of the chat. Join the Discord invite link, and I'm just gonna say right here to enter, type the word Decipher. Type the word Decipher to enter the giveaway inside of Discord. And we'll announce the winners a little bit later, but give you guys some time to get your entry. But yeah, man, what do you think now? Like, do you think the market's going down to 520s for those equal lows from the other day? This is where it gets tough because that was a massive sell-off. Like, you're bound to get a mean reversion right now. And knowing NQ, do we just go rip right back up?
So I think the best way to look at this is you go from what is a very probable scenario is from A to B, right? So you have your point of reaction up here where something's happening, it gives you a trigger to enter. And then some of these levels, these are areas that are likely to stall out. From that point to that point, A to B, it's super clear. Once it hits there, the probability shifts a lot. I don't know. You don't know. He doesn't know. They don't know. Nobody knows, because we have to gauge how it plays out. So when it comes to, does it have room for 500? Yeah, probably for someone. Not for me getting short right here, though. Because that's where, I mean, personally, that's where I will get in trouble, is just hammering the short. Just keep going for it, right? Like just trying to get every last dollar out of it. And it's like when it starts to reverse, such as last night, where you see that big push seemingly out of nowhere, right? There's probably a reason. It's probably because I was trying to short it, and there's a million people in that same kind of scenario. So it's easy to squeeze eager shorts, and especially in this market. So
absolutely. So here, I'll show you real quick what I see I think I would not want to look for, like, I'm down to try to short this to the 520s for those equal lows right here. But I see this open 5-minute gap right here. This unmitigated 15-minute gap. These are my favorite things to target for trades. So if I was even looking for a long, trying to get in here, I'm looking to target those 15-minute unmitigated gaps. One of my favorite things. So
I think that's good for people to trade. If there's one thing I could do more of, is just go for the internal target like that.
Dude, absolutely. So it looks like we're going to come and hit that. We can try and recalibrate once we engage this 15-minute and see. Maybe we get a 1-minute inversion set up to the downside. Again, it's valid still because there's a draw in liquidity.
Yeah.
And it's always about target for me. So if the setup's there, I'll consider it. But it also stops me from getting in right here before anything happens. And there'll be situations where I miss it and maybe it doesn't hit the gap, but more times than not, it's going to hit that gap and give us a chance there. So, and if we just rip right back up, then, I'll recalibrate again and see if I want to do anything.
So I guess one thing I can add, part of my toolbox is with something like this, I almost kind of want it to look a little extreme if it's pulling back, because right here, it could just, it could, on the 1-minute chart or whatever, it could just put 5 more candles higher. It could just keep printing higher and just keep smoking anyone trying to short it. So I almost would love for this, if I was looking for a trade, get a little dicey, because if it's like up here, like what's the harm? It's that rubber band effect. So when the volatility starts to stretch, it could tend to work in your favor. That's something I think about a lot. I have people ask, like, how do I get sometimes my entries do look a little crazy where it's just on just the wick, like it's at the very, very tip. And it's because I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about it kind of losing steam. I'm looking for, maybe it's a previous high to run out, and I'm almost like waiting to grab it as soon as it's right above there. So I think that part of trading is really important, because it's not I don't care about the risk reward in that sense, but it's like the better price I can get, the more opportunities I can technically give that a shot with it without it being unreasonable on the P&L. So yeah, that's another approach. Sometimes for me, if I find myself trying to get in too many of the inversion right here, you get like one good shot. You get one good shot. You can't go back and forth with it. But like the turtle soup entries or liquidity sweeps, try to get in. It's a good habit, I think, to practice, at least understanding, because how many times do we see it? It just throws it above an old high, and then it gives you some follow through. So if you can learn how to kind of feel it out, it's a super valuable scalping strategy. Align that with a level and you're good.
Exactly, man. Exactly. How about prop firms, bro? So what props have you been trading with? Are you focused on any in particular? How's that going? I see you got some XFAs right here.
Yeah. So I don't know about you. I like ripping the shit out of an XFA. It's for me. It's the best one. It's the
best one to rip because no consistency rule.
Yeah. For me, for my trading, that's what I prefer to have the opportunity to do. But the smart move is instant funded accounts, because if you lose these accounts, like if you lose a XFA, you either pay up if you have the ability to reset it or whatever. Or you have to go and spend 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 days or whatever it might take you, depending on how upset you are about it. So that's like the downside. If you're smart, consistency rule, stack it up, personal account, get out of the game. But there is upside opportunity, at least for now, right? I don't know how this. I probably should request a couple payouts right now, but it's some of these firms are changing. The rules are changing. The game is getting too overcrowded. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, I like a lot of the firms. There's a few that I don't like. I do like Project X. I think a little bit better now because no one's on it, and I think it just doesn't lag. So I think I like that. I've always liked it though. But
yes, I've always been the opposite, man. I just never liked Project X for some reason. I just prefer the Trade-Evade interface, and I've always thought I get like better fills and quicker execution. But it's all preference. It's a preference thing. Yeah, I feel like Top Step pulling Project X from all the other firms is probably
it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. I like using the thing, was not a great.
It was rough, but you know what? They probably had to do it. Like maybe now the platform won't freeze as much once they get things in order.
Yeah, I've had no issues. I'll be honest. And they keep saying it's like, oh, record high usage. I don't believe that for 1 minute. I don't believe that at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
But yeah,
So,
I mean, trade of eight firms are great. I like using, different trade copiers and stuff. So Trade Syncer is pretty cool. I've been just linking accounts through that. And then, so it's like a lot of times you'll just see someone execute on one account and then you just have a ton of stuff on the back end. So I like doing that. What about you?
Yeah, what I
Tradeify,
do.
What else?
Yeah, for me, it's been primarily Tradeify, a little bit of Top One Futures, and Apex. I took a payout on 12 Apex accounts.
Oh, nice.
a
Yeah, I
couple
think I
weeks
saw
ago,
that. Oh, yeah, that's
which
awesome.
was nice. That was my first payout with Apex because, last year when I was still trading more of like a high risk reward model, Apex just was not the firm for me with
Yeah.
the intraday trailing drawdown. It wouldn't work. And then I took a break from them for like a year and a half because I was like, this just doesn't work for my strategy. But then once I switched up, I trade the exact same concepts, man, but it's just the way I get in and out of positions. I take profits aggressively, and then I just look to re-enter instead of holding an entire move. And now my system works great with Apex. Works great. So yeah, we did payout with Apex. Since we started Prop Firm Match TV, man, it's been 2 months. We've taken like 26K in payouts, all from trades I take live here. So it's been great, but those are the main three: Apex, Tradeify, Top One Futures.
You gonna do take profit at any point?
Dude, I got to do it, man. I don't know why I'm holding back. I think part of it is because you need to trade the evaluation for 5 days.
Yeah,
I'm just
actually
always trying to pass them quick. That's
kind of
the
like
one
it
thing.
though. When I pass them, it's not hard because you're like, oh, I guess I had to make like $100 today or something because I made $1,500 on this one day. All right.
Honestly, that's a good point, man, because I'm always trying to pass these challenges quick, and doing that, you're gonna blow it for you in the process.
Man,
you just know it.
There's one saying that is true when it comes to passing evals: slow is fast, because like
you're kind of right, man.
Yeah, you're gonna do it again. Which is fine if you're doing like the 50Ks. You start getting into the 150K accounts, it's like, what are you doing? Take it slow. I also think start passing evals when you don't need extra accounts, so you have them.
Have them on the back burner. So smart. I still don't do that, man, and I really got to start doing that. You got to have reserves. It's so smart.
Yep. Yeah.
You can do that with Apex. You can have a ton of reserves ready to go. Top Step, you can do that. Yeah, that's a really good point, man. I probably should start doing that. Just whenever I'm bored, trade some evals. Just always have some in rotation.
It's always good to diversify risk, no matter how you look at it, whether that's time spent at the chart or just simply reallocating your time to do other things. So I think kind of similar, but in a different way for me. Part of my allocation of time has changed. I don't spend as much time in my office, so my trading's a lot more just kind of laid back. I don't really do too much. I set up a completely different studio next to my office for just like doing music shit. So I'm gonna start doing some more, probably make some mixes and stuff for like streams and stuff like that. So that would be pretty cool.
What kind of music do you make? I didn't know you were a musician.
So I mean, I've loved music ever since I was a kid, but lately I've been getting more into producing electronic music. So I'm gonna do, for trading, I want to do some lo-fi playlists and stuff. Because I can build songs. So lo-fi is super simple, but for what I want to do for like main music is more just like dubstep and some like trap influence, EDM. So that's kind of like my bread and butter. But yeah, that's pretty much what I like doing technical things. So editing's cool, doing videos is cool. Music's completely different. I love it way more. I do not like editing videos, but I can do it. Music I can spend all day doing. Like I could be on Ableton all day. So yeah, ideally I'm going to try to get some more like overlap between the two brands.
That's awesome, man. Hey bro, maybe we throw a Decipher the Algo mix on the Prop Firm Match TV stream.
I mean, it'd be awesome. I feel like a lot of traders don't have access to like good music because it's all copyright and licensed. It's like, if I own the music, I could say who could use it. I don't care.
Dude, no, for real. Let me know about that, man, because on StreamYard we can only use like the generic songs. Stuff. Yeah, so I get so tired of it, but I need to have music in the background. Otherwise, like, I just can't do the silence.
It's funny you say that, because that's where it started for me, because I was on StreamYard. I'm like, just listen to this one song over and over. I'm like, man, okay, what do I do? And I found some Instagram page where they were making music with code. So I was like, cool, let me make a little theme song or whatever. Made it, and I'm like, this is cool, I guess. But then I got into like the real heavy hitters, like using Ableton. I have some DJ decks at my house as well, so Yeah, I'm getting pretty deep into it. Like, I'll send you some stuff on Discord showing you my studio, but yeah, it's coming along.
Dude, that's sick. Hey, a couple of people in the chat said they can't hear you that well. Do you want to? Can you turn up your audio? By any chance? It's weird. I could hear you fine, but I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
All people say that.
How's it now?
Yeah, it's definitely louder. Chat, let us know if that's good. That's probably good. What about? Do you have any like plans for 2026 in regards to trading? Do you do that like maybe resolution type things, or just outlooks? What you're trying to accomplish this year in trading?
Yeah, so what I like to do is really think about not what do I want, but like who do I have to be to get the things that I want for life. It's not about what I desire, because desire leads you to just chase things without rhyme or reason. I look at it this way. It's like whatever I want in life, it's easy for somebody else, right? Like there's someone out there who's got it. That's just normal day-to-day everything. What traits do they have? And that's my goal. It's like, okay, I have to embody those traits every single day, and then it becomes unlikely that I don't get to my goal. So I think in terms of just behavior. So for me, big things are really just sticking to a rigid routine. So that's always been my just foundation for doing well and being consistent, is having the same daily routine, waking up early, going to the gym, doing all the stuff you're supposed to do or whatever. That's like my thing. If I can do that, really everything else happens automatically. If I wake up early, I work out, it's like, that's the hardest thing. That's the only thing I don't want to do. I spent 10 years as a competitive powerlifter. I don't want to do that. But if I get out of the way, it's very unlikely that I'm going to go and mess up on my training plan, because this is like, I got something else to do after this. I'm gonna go walk the dogs or whatever. So the more I have my schedule in line, the better my habits and outcomes follow as a result. But yeah, that's my main thing. It's becoming rather than just like chasing things. So other parts is I really just want to create stuff that's meaningful. So that's that whole interest in actually pursuing music, because I feel like a lot of the stuff we put out nowadays on the internet, it's like throwaway. I've made 1,000 reels, right? And I don't remember a single one of them. But it'd be cool. It'd be cool to have like, oh yeah, look, I made this album, show it to my kids one day or something. Like I think we don't have enough of that stuff.
It's funny, like for the trading content side of things, it's like, everyone says just make as many reels as possible and just blast it. It's like, yeah, I guess that's for the content stuff that makes sense, but it's so like, I don't know. It's meaningless.
It's so meaningless, dude. Back in my day, it's like it's different. Like think even skateboarding, right? You make a skate video, right? You get sponsored. You see all this stuff. There was a whole design behind it. There was a creative vision for it. And now it's like content. It's just whatever I think of on the spot, and it's kind of weird. It's weird that like our culture is being trained to be that way. So.
Totally. That was me for years, man. I'm guessing you skate too. I was a sponsored skater. I filmed skate videos like my whole life.
Yep.
And then trading. I got into trading when I was 27 because I lost my health insurance, and I had spent my whole life just being like a skate rat, traveling around filming videos. I didn't care about anything else. And I was like, I don't know where I'm 26, 27. I lose health insurance. I'm like, I got to figure something out, man. Like, what am I doing? That's how I got into trading. But you're so right. I feel like for me, at least on the content side of things, not to bore people with this, but I want to do a lot more with YouTube and like make good YouTube videos. Technical analysis stuff. All of my technical analysis videos, those always do best on YouTube because it's actually valuable stuff instead of just like blast people with a reel or blast people with here's my daily recap. I made 5,000 today, and then you don't tell people about your daily recap when you blew accounts. Like, it's like
I don't even think I've made a reel in like weeks. I just haven't posted. I feel great. But I'm with you on that. Value over everything. Show people what it's like. I think Tanner said something the other day, the strong trader. He goes, people they like you for like who you are, essentially. Like that's like and for whatever reason it kind of clicked in my head. I'm like, oh, if I don't tell people the way that I think and why I think the things that I think, they don't actually know what I think. So when I look at charts, I can tell you what indicators I use, but I can also tell you why do I use indicators this way. It's because I don't want to use a ton of stuff. I have 25 indicators on my other chart. They're all hidden. I take them out one by one. like a kid with his toys and you put them away when you're done. Like you don't need them out at the same time. So if I explain that part to people, I think that's the part that helps click better, you know, because you got to where you are because of the way you think, not because of what you know. It's what you do with it, you know? So, yeah, long form is how we get that out. Short form, it's just, you know, you get nothing out of it really. You get likes, shares, but it's people forget.
100%, man. Yeah, and then for me with trading for 2026, I think after getting that first payout on the 12 accounts with Apex, I feel like I caught the Apex bug, man. Like, I'm like, all right, I want to. I feel like Apex. I feel like Apex is the final boss of prop.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Everyone's got to do it. Yep.
Everyone's got to do it. So I'm like, all right, I got to get 20 accounts funded. First goal is to just get a max payout with them, 20 accounts, and then maybe the milli one day. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's difficult. Like props to anyone who has accomplished that. It's a major accomplishment.
You know, it's crazy hearing you say this. It's like last year, I was so just focused on numbers. And I'm like rolling into the end of the year, and it's like, you know, I think one week, early December, it's like I made like 19 grand or something. And I'm like, I just stopped computing numbers in a certain sense where all I want this year is just to not have big setbacks at all. Like, I just don't want any big setbacks. So even if that means I make a little bit less or whatever, I mean, 12, 13 grand a month's really, you get pretty far with that. Like you don't need a ton, but I guess that comes down to everybody's kind of goals. But yeah, I just think about it. I'm like, I don't even spend money if I make it. Like, what am I gonna do with it? I don't need anything. I'm chilling. You know, I'm still gonna do nothing.
I feel like when people's goal is like based off a dollar value, like I want to make X amount this year, never works. I think it's better to encourage yourself and other people to focus more instead on goals that have to do with your actual business. Like in regards to trading, and of course, getting the max payout means I get a 20K payout, and I do that twice. But it's more about me saying I want to do this with Apex, and it's about the process of the goal, not because I want to make X amount of dollars.
It's a discipline thing with something like Apex. That is the process. That is the ritual. You know, you have to not break the rules, otherwise you're not getting your money. So yeah, money for the sake of money isn't really going to get you far. I've made money before trading. Like I've seen good money. So when I come into this, I just realized none of that changes anything. If I'm not good with my habits, no amount of money is going to make me feel better. You know, it's just not. You're not going to be dialed in. You're going to be stressed out. So yeah, trading, I think everybody's goal should just be do it stress-free, right? This will destroy you if you let it, but you got to find a way to make it, you know, more beneficial to you in that sense.
Another example here for me, you know, I used to have a goal. My goal was to become a full-time trader. That was my goal, tunnel vision. And then I finally, like, dude, I would just struggle constantly because that was my goal. And it was like not happening. And then when I finally just let go of that, what do you know? It ended up happening. So because I focused on process over profits, as you know, cliche as it is, it's true.
I mean, people say it for a reason, you know, they don't just say stuff for no reason. But yeah, no, I definitely appreciate that bit of, I like when people ask questions that actually make me think, you know, like it's so often that traders are just focused on like, you know, what's flashy or whatever. It's like, no, what do I actually want to do this year? All it is literally live the same day every single day. And that's discipline. I think if traders could embody that, you know, that's what takes me back to my first, my first couple years of trading. I was so dialed in. I mean, I read endless books. Like I have books on books. I would read 3, 4, 5 books a month, like pretty big books. And not because it mattered, not because I learned anything, but it was just like a whole process. I was on 75 hard for like 2.5 years when I was first starting trading, and very monotonous, very mundane, very, I don't know, maybe pointless to some people, but that's where my mind was the clearest. And honestly, that level of discipline will run circles around any amount of knowledge if that's not being applied correctly.
Yeah, completely agree, man. What was I going to say? Oh, wait, hold on. I need to fix this. Yeah, we'll go there. Damn, totally missed what I was going to say. Never mind. Let me focus on this chart for a little bit. I don't want to keep you too long, Christian, but what are you thinking about this price action right here? So we did engage that 15-minute unmitigated gap. So for people that are looking for a mean reversion play into that gap, this is why I like targeting those, because they're really strong draws on liquidity. But now we're here. We're kind of just grinding our way higher, but slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, you got VWAP right there, right above you.
Do you got VWAP there? That's interesting. Yeah. So this is where it's like, okay, if 520s is going to be the overall target for the day, we should start pulling back soon. You even have an unmitigated 5-minute gap here. So like you could be playing a short scalp from here to here, just ping pong between fair value gaps. But I would need an inversion setup. I would need something clear, and I don't really have that here. There's no fair value gaps in here. The closest 1-minute inversion play would be this one. So I'm still kind of hands off, unless you're just really confident in the bearish move, and you could just start positioning yourself short here, right? Which is not the worst idea if you really feel strong about that draw on liquidity. But for me, I would rather be waiting. I'd rather be waiting for now.
Yeah, it's you either give it enough room to kind of work itself out, or you wait for one of these little stabs, like it's kind of stabbing above the previous 1-minute highs. I mean, I'm like, if I needed a short right there, I'm probably trying to just grab it right at the top and give it a little bit more room. Because the whole idea is you want your stop to not get hit. I know it's revolutionary right there. So the better entry you get, the further your stop could be from your poor entry, right? Like, so that's what I'd be thinking about. But yeah, these are the types of markets right here. I get run over if it's just grinding higher and it starts approaching that kind of midday, or 10:30 Eastern. So it's a good location. It's technical, but you have to kind of weigh out the pros and cons. Also, play the P&L. Like, don't be dumb. If you had a good morning, don't make it a bad day. You don't need every trade, honestly. Like, as soon as I got trailed right now. Yeah, as soon as I got trailed this morning, I'm like, I know it's gonna go lower, and that's like I was telling some of my friends. I'm like, man, it's just days like this, and I just closed the account. Whatever. I'm not trading anything else. I'm good.
Yeah, I saw you were locked out too, so you locked yourself out.
Good I as soon as I feel myself get like annoyed, I'm like, I'll just leave it alone. It's a good habit. So again, habits build discipline. Do things repetitive. Like do things that if you're going to do a 45-minute workout every day, go at the same time. Do these things because it becomes ingrained where your body's almost doing it by like just that repetitive nature where you lock out your account enough times, you start doing it without even thinking about it. And then you don't overtrade. So good habits will tend to build into that routine.
I love that, man. Well said. Okay, last thing then, Christian, before we let you go. What is your favorite entry signal currently? Do you have a favorite? Is there a specific one, or is it more discretionary for you?
Yeah, I mean, because I like thinking a lot of these concepts are really just the same thing viewed through a different lens. I really do love a good order block. Like this morning, right? The opening drive. I call it an opening drive, but you can very well look at it as an order block through that opening price, maybe on like a 30-second or whatever. I love something like that where there's a context for me to think that this is like the fake move, like it's pushing hard one direction and then it flips through that open. I love something like that because I'm seeing the sequence of it. So I'm seeing it push, it's baiting traders to go long, and then it immediately ducks and rolls over. Because I've been trapped in enough of those to understand what it is. So I love seeing stuff like that. I think some of my worst the stuff I hate or I do not like the most is seeing 5-minute hammers form during Asia because they happen so like they're so swift and you're just like I couldn't even get out. It'll just eat at your profit so quick because it's that 5-minute kind of rotation. So I don't like those. Those are my least favorite. But yeah, I love a good order block. I mean, VWAP pullbacks are cool, but it really depends on the context, right? We're in a ranging market. So order blocks is where I'll put my money.
Love it, man. Love it. All right. I mean, bro, this was a great stream, bro. I'm glad you came back on, and we'd love to have you on again. Maybe we'll talk about coming on a little more often. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
You're the man, dude. Thanks again. Congrats on catching the dub, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
All right. Thank you. Later, guys.
Peace, bro. All right, chat. Get my screen up. How we doing? W's in the chat for DecipherTheAlgo, right? Solid trader, man. I always like talking with him. He's just super knowledgeable, really knowledgeable guy. He has a good outlook on the markets, on psychology. Good dude. Yeah, W's, man. Do we need to wait until evening when market opens to get my payout? Yes. Yeah, you need to wait for your dashboard to update most likely for most futures prop firms. There's a couple that don't have that. Shout out Top One Futures. Their dashboard updates in real time, which is really convenient. But most futures prop firms like Tradeify, okay, yeah, you're asking for Tradeify, you got to wait till 6 p.m. for the dashboard to update. You're 100% right on that. But all right, guys, let's do this. We got that giveaway that we can do. So what I'll do is I'll collect these names in a moment, but we're going to take a real quick coffee break. And as soon as we get back, we will get our list. We'll announce the winners of the next giveaway. And listen, stay tuned because I've only given away 4 accounts so far. I got 8 more accounts to give away throughout the stream. So we're going to be running mad giveaways. Don't miss your chance for that. Again, no firm gives this many giveaways. No firm, no stream offers this many funded account giveaways. No one beats Prop Firm Match at it. So stay tuned. We'll give away 8 more accounts when we get back, and we'll just take a quick break. Be right back, guys. Oop, there we go. I was muted. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry about the longer break, too. I had to take care of a couple things, but we are back. I peeked at the charts. I had to go back across the room a couple times. And when this candle right here hadn't printed yet, this was looking hella bearish. But then what did we do? Really, we just kind of came back up, retapped, mitigated this 15-minute gap. Maybe we're making a higher low here. Interesting price action right here. I'm thinking about not forcing anything because we're up. I mean, I'm up nice on Tradeify. I'm up nice on the personal accounts. Like, I don't want to force anything, but this market is clean today. So there's opportunity for sure. But all right, guys, let's do this. Let's get this giveaway going. I promised we'd run the giveaway when I get back. So let's do that. I'm going to copy everyone's names. And real quick, I'm going to do a P&L check. I want to get a P&L check in. So I'm going to close this poll. So the chat was 66% bullish, 34% bearish today. So chat was wrong today, which honestly is fine because chat's been killing it. Chat has been right multiple days in a row lately. So it's about time the chat was wrong. But I'm going to do a P&L check. I'll make a poll. Hold up. Okay, just made a new poll. P&L check. Be honest. Red or green? It's completely anonymous, so you might as well be honest. And I'll get this list going so we can do this giveaway. What's up? Abby's back in the chat. She says, I want to move off Top Step. I don't want to pay more than they charge $89 for 2-day, no activation. Who should I try? For instant funded, I say Tradeify. And for evaluations, it's tough. Because I would say my funded futures, but they're pretty much the exact same as Top Step these days. What do you mean you want to do like 1-day pass evaluations? Is that what you're saying? Because if you're gonna go with 1-day pass evals, you're gonna have like harder funded conditions. Like Apex, you could pass in 1 day, right? But you're gonna have consistency rules and stuff. So there's always a trade-off. Let me know. Give me some more insight into what you're looking for. I mean, if you're trying to keep it as cheap as possible, go with Matt. Apex for real. Right now, it's not good because their promo is only 50% off. Oh, you want no consistency? I mean, you can't have the best of both worlds. You know what I mean, Abby? Like, if you want, the only firms that have no consistency rules are like Top Step and My Funded Futures. Pretty much every other firm has a consistency rule. So, you got to make concessions on what you'd rather have. Why did PFM remove funding ticks? Apparently, they started having some drama going on. They did like retroactive rule changes. They were denying payouts, taking profits away from people. And that's not to say they'll never come back because, funding ticks is also ran by the same people who run funding pips. And they're one of the biggest FX firms in the space, but futures is different. It's a different animal. So, maybe they'll figure out how to smooth things over. A new firm, there's always a chance to have some turbulence, but that's, this is why funding prop firm match is so great because they're not going to keep a firm on there if people are saying it doesn't feel fair. That's why, prop firm match has that integrity. So they're delisted for now, but maybe they come back. No hate to funding ticks. I got no beef with them. I've never traded with them personally, but that's why. Okay, let me get this giveaway going. Trading for Keeps says, locked out last night on that short, up 3,200 times 5 accounts. Bro, let's go. Nice job. W's. Okay, I'm going to get this giveaway going. There's probably so many entries, bro. I've had this going for so long. There's so many entries. Okay, we're going to do it, though. Let's get this list. Wait, that's not right. Move 74. I gotta redo this, I guess. Damn, I really wanted to short this again, but I gotta do this silly giveaway. I think we just missed out on a really good short, chat. It is what it is. We're up on the day. Like I said, we don't need to force it. I tried doing a shortcut to get this list, but it's not going to work. But yeah, let us know. P&L check. Let us know, man. Enter into the poll. I want to get a vibe for how many people did well today. I think it was a really solid day of price action so far. Okay, almost done with this list. For the record, if you double enter, like, because you probably had time because the slow mode ended, it doesn't really matter because we have our Google sheet make sure that everybody only gets one entry per person. Just FYI. So entering more than once isn't going to do anything for you. But hey, you know, you can try. There we go. Okay, we got our list. Let's get that duck race premium up, baby. All right. Who's ready, chat? Also, I got 8 accounts to give away. We got a lot to give away today. So I'm going to keep bribing you guys with likes. Right now, we're at 115 likes. Let's hit 125 to do the next giveaway where we do a new list, just in case anyone missed this one. But okay, let's run this first one on 3. 1, 2. Good luck, y'all. Electrocute says I got burned with Paradise. They paid and then started showing the above signs. I never even heard of that prop firm. So listen, a good rule of thumb, I feel like with funding ticks getting delisted recently, it actually gives more proof that for the most part you can trust firms that are listed on prop firm wallets, because as soon as they start having issues, they're going to go ahead and delist them. So you can trust a firm that's on prop firm match. That's the idea. And I don't think Paradise is on prop firm match. I never even heard of that firm. Ooh, there we go. Okay, first winner, Rushi Trader. Rushi. Let me find you on Discord. Got you. Yeah, I'll copy your name and I'll show you how to claim your account in a sec. W's for Rushi Trader. Listen, if you guys are new, you don't know how to claim your account, you go here to PFM support on X and you shoot them over a DM. Send them a DM, show them proof of your Discord handle, and you'll be good to go. What's this barcode price action again on ES? This is why, man. Like, if you're an intraday trader, like NQ is just so much better than ES. ES is crazy. ES made a new high. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that. Look at NQ versus ES. That's insane. NQ is so much cleaner, man. Just a better instrument all around. Zach, I think we should start bidding on Duck Race. What do you mean? What do you mean bid on it? What if the Discord name is different from the YouTube name? Doesn't matter. That's why we do Discord. That's why all the giveaways are run exclusively through Discord, and we copy your Discord name. YouTube name has nothing to do with it. But okay, let's do it. Let's run another one. Let's run it back. I still got, after this account, after we give this one away, I still have 6 more. So we got some work to do here with giveaways. We got that Dr. Duck in the front. See who's it gonna be, chat? Who's it gonna be? Ten seconds. Oh, is it gonna be the Statue of Liberty duck? Damn. I wanted it to be the Statue of Liberty duck. Shout out New York. All right, Zenith FX Signals, you're the winner. Big shout out. Found you here on Discord, as always. Okay. Bam, got you. So yeah, I've given away 6 accounts. I have 6 more to give away, chat. Should we run one more duck race right now real quick? With this list, or should we make a new list soon? I am gold, says Zach. It's my birthday. Wasn't it your birthday a couple months ago, bro? All right, everyone's saying yes. All right, we'll do one more here. Like I said, we hit 125 likes. We make a new list. So smash that like button, chat. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Zach, it's my birth year. I was born at some point this year. Y'all are funny. All right. Where we gonna be? We got Rainbow Duck in the front. We got AP, another Rainbow Duck in the front. We got the Brown Duck. We got Superman Duck. Ooh, we got this Wizard Duck or something coming up. Hot. Who's it gonna be? We got the Educated Duck. The Educated Duck as the winner. Didi. Shout out Didi. That is an educated duck right there, man. That's why they won. All right. Big shout out, Didi. Let me save your name. Remember, guys, again, to claim your account, go to PFM support on X, send them a DM, show them proof of your Discord handle, and you'll be good to go. Okay. We'll get ready to do another giveaway soon. We'll make a new list when we hit 125 likes, all right? I really can't believe I missed this short. Wasting my time on giveaways. Jesus. 125 likes, though. We'll run another giveaway, all right? Let's get back to some charts for a moment. So here, let me give you guys an update P&L for me. We are up $665 times 5 accounts on my Tradeify. So still clawing our way back, man. And then I can show you guys my personal cash account. Where is it? Here. I'll log into my personal account real quick on the other screen. And here's proof. Ready? See this? Live trading. Trade your live account. Log in. We're up $950 on my live account. So pretty much at $9 grand. I started this live account this week. I deposited $8, and now we're up $1,000 for the week. Pretty good, pretty good. No complaints there. So we're chilling. We're up. I think think I'll probably trade prop. I'll probably go back, continue to trade my Tradeify accounts for now. I saw my duck. It's fired because we almost won and it decided to let others pass. It happens, man. Yeah, Andy, NQ pushing lower. Yeah, I know. I let the list run too long that time. I know. Ooh, another pullback up. Listen, if you're still bearish, this is a pullback opportunity. But I don't know. This one's a little sketchier. This is what's weird, man. ES is like holding up really bullish, and it has equal highs. I feel like ES is going to come up and take all these wicks. It's going to do a wick fill, as Forex Ike likes to talk about the wick fills. I think it's going to come up and take these relative equal highs, which means I don't think I really want to short NQ here on this move back. This was a good short from here to here, right? But this one is, I'm not interested in this short. 8K. So far, what I do when I trade live accounts, I don't trade them for very long. Okay. So what I like to do is do smaller deposits and then have a goal of a small amount of profit and then withdraw it. And then I go back to prop for a little while. And then when I feel like it, I'll redo it. So at the end of the year, 2025, I posted about this on X. I wanted to buy a new iPhone for myself for Christmas, right? So for fun, as a challenge, I said, okay, I'm going to deposit $5,000 into a personal cash account, and I'm going to make $2,000 because the iPhone is like $1,000. So what I want to do is I want to pay myself $1,000 to get a new iPhone. So I deposited $5K, make $2,000, withdrew the whole thing. I talked about this on X. And then I chilled for a few weeks. So now I'm doing it again. I deposited $8K. And I haven't decided how much I want to go try to make before we withdraw, but maybe like 12, maybe 11 or 12 grand would be nice. And then we'll just withdraw the whole thing again. But I like to do it from time to time. What's great about personal is like, I have static drawdown. I don't got to worry about any consistency rules, anything like that. But I don't like to trade personal cash accounts for extended periods of time. Okay. Because for better or worse, I'm a prop firm trader and I am used to the cycle of recycling accounts and getting payouts and then blowing, getting payouts and then blowing. So I kind of do the same thing with personal, except I don't want to blow it. So I deposit an amount and then my goal is to make less than half of what I deposited and take it. And it works really well. Okay, yeah, I know we hit enough likes, so we can get this other giveaway going. For instant accounts, what is the best? Tradeify is around 356, Blue Guardian 118 cheaper, Aqua Futures around 246. Where can I get payouts easily? So, good question, Mr. Chartist. Any three of those firms are firms that will pay you out. They are all listed on Prop Firm Match, okay? So you can go with any of them. What you have to decide is what makes sense for you. So here's a little tip. With Tradeify, if you're looking for an instant funded account with Tradeify, by the way, use code MATCH. You'll get 30% off. What's cool about Tradeify is they usually, for the bigger accounts, if you're going 100K and up, they have more drawdown than others. Like, for example, a 100K account, you get $4,000 of drawdown. Whereas a 100K account with the other firms, it's $3,000. So you get more drawdown, which is nice. But like you just saw, they're more expensive. One of the other factors here is Tradeify is more expensive because they're just such a top-rated firm. They have good customer support and they pay out very quickly. I took out like 50 grand for the year from Tradeify. All of my payouts hit my bank account, my Rise account, within 2 hours. All of them, except the first one. The first one took about 24 hours. After that, 2 hours, every single payout. So they also pay out very quickly. And they don't deny like anyone. So if you get to request that payout, you're not getting a denial. You're getting your money quick. With the other firms, you might have an extra rule here and there. You got to do your due diligence, but you're going to get a cheaper buy-in. So it depends on what you want. But those are my little tips, my piece of advice. Again, code MATCH will get you the best discount on all of these. 30% off with Tradeify, Aqua Futures 60% off, and Blue Guardian 60% off. So some really good value here. But all right, we can get this giveaway going. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to pull up the Discord again. What should we type? All right, type. Oh, wait, no, don't do this. Is it going to work? Is it going to piss people? Okay, cool. I thought the caps lock thing was going to not work. Cool. All right. Type FBG to enter the giveaway. There we go. Get your entries in, chat. Get a cool little clip right there. All right, I'll give you guys a few minutes to get your entries in. Let's talk about this price action in the meantime. All right, let's see. So yeah, honestly, man, I'm starting to think we can get a pop a little bit higher now. Is ES, look at this. ES just created another equal high. This is like a quadruple top. We're going to take this high. No doubt in my mind. Absolutely no doubt in my mind that we take that top. Crazy difference here. So look, we have a bullish SMT divergence, guys. Something to be aware of. ES has put in a higher low here. It never took out Tuesday's low, right? We go to NQ. Oh, wait. No. Oh, wait. Yeah. This Tuesday low right here. NQ did take it out. So there's your bullish SMT divergence on the hourly time frame. So it's just something to consider. It's something to consider if the market does want to go higher. But I don't know. I still like these equal lows down here. But that's important information to think about. Like I said, this 15-minute fair value gap is holding as resistance really nicely still. So this is, like I said, if you wanted to position yourself short up here, it was a good spot. There hasn't really been a clear inversion setup yet, though. Ooh, this might be one. Is this even a fair value gap, actually? It's kind of not. Oh, it's not even a fair value gap. Never mind. See on the 1 minute if you got one. Yeah, right here. Okay. You might have an inversion setup right here, chat. It's a big fair value gap, but if you get that closure below here, I think you can maybe rip down to this low. Now, it might not happen. I still think we can go higher, but just for now. But something like this could play out if you inverse that gap. Look for that low. Something like that. You can get a 1R. What a solid day, though, man. Solid day. It looks like we're going to pop a little bit higher. Can I take a look at gold? I can take a look at gold for a second. I don't really like gold. It's not my forte, you know? Oh. Okay, we'll take a quick look. Do I still have my Apex accounts? No, I mentioned this to everyone. So after I got that payout, I got paid out from them on the 12 accounts. I ended up blowing them over the holiday. It happens. I'm always honest about this. I always tell people when I blow accounts, when I have a red day. But listen, I mean, I got paid out on 12 of them. So they more than paid for themselves and took profit. And that's what I mean about the prop game. It's really about how much money do you put in versus how much comes back to you. That's the game we're playing here, guys, with prop firms. Okay, gold. Top step. Oh, those challenges that we were trying to pass before the holiday ended up failing those challenges too. You just blew your accounts just now, Abby? Wait, what? Weren't you up on the day? Are you saying you blew your current accounts today? Like just now? Zach, you still thinking about trading silver? Honestly, I'd rather look at silver than gold right now. Here, let me do a quick gold analysis. I mean, it made another new all-time high, right? This is a bullish ass market. You do have an unmitigated bullish gap right here. This one, it's kind of huge. That could be a draw, but also this market's very bullish, so you could really be looking at this instead. You got a 4-hour inversion right here. So honestly, 4-hour inversion, you swept some liquidity, but still put in a higher low. Now you got to pull back, retraced half to the midpoint of this gap. I just think maybe as long as you hold that, you look for all-time highs. That's my gold analysis. Let's look at silver though. A bit ago. Wait, but do you mean a bit ago today? Like you blew your accounts just now today? Or I don't know what you mean. I think you mean today. That's rough. I'm sorry. What was the T with alpha? What's the T with alpha? I don't know. I don't know about any T with alpha. Oh, okay. I got you, Abby. Yeah, honestly, maybe go with Apex. Only thing with Apex, you're going to have to take your profits more aggressively. You can't be looking for the home run. At least not until you get through the buffer and your drawdown becomes static. But Apex, at least, you're going to save money if you're someone who resets a lot. Is Apex legit? Of course. Yeah, silver is just insane, man. This market is crazy the way it moves. What I'm seeing is we got equal highs right here on silver. So I'm thinking you just go higher. Tapped into this 4-hour gap. I think this level holds. You go up to all-time highs. You got a clear draw on liquidity up there. And the market is insanely bullish. Yeah, that looks clear as day for me. I'd be looking for that. Austin says Apex doesn't pay. He doesn't know what he's talking about. No, I'm kidding. The thing about Apex is they just have, listen, with Apex, you have 20 accounts. They offer an insane amount of scalability. So they're more strict about their rules. So they deny payouts for people that actually break the rules. You got to not break the rules. They have more that you need to follow. The thing about Apex, though, is you have cheap evals and you have scalability. They pay. You just need to follow their rules. I took a payout on 12 accounts from them 2 weeks ago. It was approved in 24 hours and paid to me. They pay. You just got to follow the rules. Code match for the best discount on Apex. What are their rules? They have intraday trailing drawdown. They have a rule called like the 30% buffer rule, which is wherever your account balance is at the start of the day, you can't risk more than 30% of that on a single trade. Now, that's fine. It's not a big deal, but you need to make sure, like, you need to check what your balance was at the start of the day and make sure, like, because if your balance is changing each day, you got to recalculate that. So some people get confused about where that 30% rule is. How do you not know what intraday trailing drawdown is? That is insane that you don't know what intraday trailing drawdown is. Like what? Okay, I just said intraday trailing drawdown. With end of day trailing drawdown, your drawdown trails up based off of your profit at the end of the day. Intraday trailing drawdown, your drawdown is going to trail up based off of your floating equity intraday. So if you are in a trade that goes up $500, then you move your stop loss to break even, the market goes back down, tags you out at break even, you think, okay, no losing trade. That's fine. It was a scratch trade, but your drawdown trailed up based off that floating equity. So people don't like that. But what you have to do is you have to be someone who takes your profits more aggressively until you get through the trailing drawdown, and then it becomes static like any other firm. But these are the trade-offs you take for the ability to trade 20 accounts. Because with 20 accounts, you can take $40,000 payouts at a clip. So they're going to have stricter rules. It's just a game. But if you don't want to deal with all that, Abby, I feel like the thing is you're asking for like too much of everything. Like you want one-day pass, you want cheap eval, you want end-of-day trailing drawdown. You see what I mean? Like there's always going to be a trade-off. What's good about Top Step is you can pay $50 up front, or you do the $89. Simple payout policy, end-of-day drawdown, virtually like very easy rules to follow. That's the benefit of them. But if you want to do a firm that has one-day pass and a firm that's cheaper, the flip side of that is they're going to have more rules. So there's always a trade-off. You know what I mean? There's like no perfect firm or perfect situation. Honestly, maybe just go with instant funding. Get some Tradeify instant funded accounts, trade them slowly, and just do that instead of evals. Because you're like me. You like to pass your evals very quickly, so you trade them aggressively, which is good when you can pass them. But sometimes you end up resetting a bunch throughout the day. So I would say maybe go instant funding and just trade small size and just work your way up to payout. But let me know if that makes sense. Can you make more than 30%? Yeah. You can make more than that. It's just 30% of your buffer. So if you have $2,000 of drawdown, then you can't risk more than 30% of that $2,000 on a single trade. Now you can risk 29% of that drawdown, close your trade, and then re-enter immediately, and that's fine. But you can't risk more on a single trade. Damn, Josh, you missed this morning session. It was a great bearish move. It was, man. NFP tomorrow, though. NFP Friday. Yep. I think that's part of why this week has been a bit weird, because we have NFP Friday. Damn, it did sell back off. That surprised me. I thought you were going to get a recovery there. Oh yeah, let's do our giveaway. Let's do our giveaway. I've had it going for a while. I'm getting the list going right now, guys. So stay tuned. Abby, did when you say Top Step's like messing with you, are they putting you on the focus? Are they putting you on the Focus Trader program? Is that what's going on? Okay, guys, I got the list. So here we go. Okay, the code word was FVG. Damn, we missed another little short scalp, but it's all good. What time is it? 11:17. All right, let's run these giveaways. I got a ton of giveaways to be doing. You ready, chat? Yo, can we hit 145 likes for the next one too? Smash that like button. Okay, ready? Erkan, I want low a day too. All All right, Tony May, you are the winner. First winner of the giveaway. Shout out. Find you on Discord. Okay, I found you. Perfect. To claim your account, you're going to go to PFM support on X. Okay, so you're going to send them a DM and show them proof of your Discord handle, and you're good to go. I'll drop the link here in the chat for you. Congratulations. Razan's asking, Zach, can you explain about the maximum loss per trade and daily loss limit? Are they the same? So Apex doesn't have a daily loss limit. They have no daily loss limit. You can blow your account in a single day. There's no daily loss limit with Apex. But they have a rule where you can't risk more than 30% of your drawdown on a single trade. So you can't risk that on one trade, but you can get back into another trade after and risk another 30%. Does that make sense? But there's no daily loss limits at all. Duck race? All right. Everyone loves the duck race. We can do the duck race. All right, chat, we ready? All right, chat, let's see. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Seconds. Your name's in there. Your duck just might be in the back, bro. They can't. There's 147 names. They can't show 147 ducks in. Kurama won. Shout out Kurama. Let me find you on Discord, and then let me see how many more giveaways I got. I still got like at least 4 accounts to give away. It's crazy. Okay, I found you. How many accounts do I have left to give away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 more. All right, let's do this. Let's do one more duck race. And then let's try and get one more list in after this for the last 2. Can we hit 145 likes, chat? We hit 145. We'll do the last one, but let's do this one right now. One more duck race here. 147 ducks. This stream is popping. We're growing that. We were growing really fast for a minute, and then we had to take our 2-week break. And I feel like we're gathering our momentum back. People are remembering that we're here. But yeah, I feel like by the end of the week, we've been getting back to our usual numbers before we left. So we're still a little bit lower, but I think we're gonna get back, and we just keep growing from there. It's free to like and subscribe. We're doing this one, and then I got 2 more left, but I'd like to try to hit 145 likes. Raza Shabir. Shout out. Raza Shabir. Okay, I got you. Perfect. Shout out to the winner, Raza Shabir. And shout out to our sponsors, man. Again, Blue Guardian, Aqua Futures, and Top One Futures. They let us give away 12 accounts every single day here on stream. We're live Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. What is that? That's like 60 accounts a week Prop for a Match TV gives away. No one's doing that. No one is doing that, bro. 60 accounts a week is crazy. And remember, if you don't win, go on over to propformatch.com, get the best discounts possible. Code MATCH will save you 40% off Top One Futures, 30% off Tradeify, 50% off Apex. Our sponsors, Blue Guardian, Aqua Future, 60% off with code MATCH. Okay. We're going to do 2 more once we hit 145 likes. We're going to make a new list. That's the game plan. 145 likes and we make a new list. Those are my conditions. Oh, okay, we're at 144. One more person like the stream and we'll do this right now. All right. Type Zarb to enter. Type Zarb underneath my name to enter. Yeah, all right. I'll only give we're gonna get this list in 5 minutes. So at 11:28, okay? 11:28, I'm gonna take the list. Get your entries in chat. NQ is slowing down. No, it's not your internet. It's moving slow. I think we're going to come down and take these equal lows. Part of me wants to try this. I think I'm going to miss it. Let's see. I'd like to try to capture like 30 ticks here on a scalp, but I think I'm going to miss it. I think we just missed it. We got relative equal lows here now. Oh, but ES still has those highs. That's crazy. Yeah, you know what? I don't even want this because ES still has those equal highs. I'd really like to see ES take those highs first, man. I think maybe we log out so we're not tempted. All right, you guys got 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes to enter the giveaway, chat. We missed that idea, but I do think ES, like I wanted to see, not ES, I wanted NQ to take these equal lows right here. But the problem is that ES has these freaking equal highs up here, which can totally bring the market up a little bit. So it's kind of a no trade area right here. I would like to see NQ drop to these lows though. All right, 2 more minutes to enter the giveaway, chat. This is the thing, man. This looks like I think these lows make sense, but you just don't know how it's going to get there. I think I would wait for the PM session for any more trades. Chat, Josh, peace and love, brother. Catch you tomorrow, man. Guys, Josh and Erkan, they're going to be on the stream soon, man. They're going to be on stream next week. Shout out to those guys. How many ticks is it from here to here? You think ES going to drop? Do you think it's going to drop before these equal highs get taken? If it does, it's going to bring NQ down quick. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. You might be right, Erkan. Yeah, I don't know. Just a weird spot, though. I was tempted to take this short. We would have got filled right there, actually, if I just kept the limit order there. But, you know, someone's protecting those equal highs. I know, right? It's like crazy that we're still leaving them there. That's why it's scary to short NQ, though, because you know that ES is going to take these today. So it's like if that happens and you try shorting here at the lows, like that's not going to be fun. There you go, getting a little push on NQ. All right, well, let's get this giveaway going. I'm going to start copying the list, chat. Try not to give too much time, you know? This is going to be the last two giveaways of the day. Oh, there you go. Those equal lows getting dropped. Okay, almost got this list done, chat. All right. I got the list, everyone. So no need to keep entering. You missed it, but we got our list. Because we hit 145 likes. Let's go. 153. Let's go. Don't spam me for the giveaway. Now I'm going to make you guys wait. I'm going to make you wait a few minutes now. No spamming. Freaking fiends. Giveaway fiends. After the sell-off, market be testing patience today for sure. Yeah, it really is. Unless you're doing like quick scalps, if you're looking for like 10 points at a clip, there's a lot of opportunities in this because the volatility is there. But if you're looking for a bigger move, oh man, this is a miserable trade to be in. All right, let's do the first one. What time is it? 11:32. All right, let's do one right now. How do you get in? So I see you're watching from X. So you want to come over to the YouTube channel, my friend, where we have a pinned comment that has our Discord invite link. To enter into our giveaways every day, we give away 12 accounts a day, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. We're here Monday through Friday. So we give out 60 accounts a week on Prop Firm Match TV. You just have to join the Prop Firm Match Discord channel, which if you come to the YouTube stream, there's a pinned comment at the top of the chat that has our link to join the Discord. That's how you join. Ooh, Raul. Right, Raul Dubali. We find you on Discord. And I found you. Okay, cool. Let me get your room on here. Shout out to the winner. I got one more account left, okay? We're going to give away one more account. We're going to keep this list. I'm going to do it in a second, though. I'm going to do it soon. So stay tuned. We got one more account to give. I also want to check this P&L, the P&L check. We have 89 votes. Okay, it's like 50-50, 54% red, 46% green. That's not bad. Not bad. What time am I off here? Soonish. Like any minute, really. I want to jump on a 5-minute call. I can at some point, but not right after. Because I gotta help with the baby and stuff, you know. But just hit me up on Discord. We'll coordinate. But yeah, if you want to come on stream next week, we'll set it up. We'll set it up, Abby. It would be awesome to have you on. Yeah, so hit me up on Discord or text me or something, whatever. I think you got my number. Yeah, we're going lower, guys. I think this 522 is going to happen. It's just so weird with these equal highs on ES are so sketchy. They're so sketchy. ES, it looks like shit. Yes, worst price action ever. NQ, pretty beautiful price action for the most part. All right, should we do the last giveaway? Should we do it, chat? Oh, here we go. Now we're ripping lower. There you go, Urcon. Are you short? Did you take another short? There you go. Damn. Low a day comment. I know Urcon is short. I know you're short, bro, looking for this low a day. I know you're looking for that. I mean, bro, look at this. Like, it's really clean price action. Tap into the 15-minute SIBI. Sweep some internal highs. Go lower. Damn. I got like phlegm or something. Need more water. Look at that. Lower day is coming. Yep, I knew you were short, Urcon. I knew it. Let's go, bro. Dude, I agree. 3BR, I agree. These people demanding giveaways are so annoying. They really are so annoying. All right. Here we go. Low days coming. Damn, man. Damn. All right, let's do this last duck race chat. Yeah, let's wait a minute. I'm trying to think. Look at that. Sweep of some internal high, tap into the 15-minute SIBI. We end up going lower for a low a day. New low a day coming. What's one constant here that we always talk about in regards to my system? Using the previous day's point of control as your directional bias, your gauge, right? If you're trading below the previous day's point of control, stick to a short bias. If you're trading above, stick to a long bias. That helps you here drastically, looking for the shorts. You tap into this 15-minute fair value gap right here. You dip above midnight, right? So you're above the midnight open, positioning yourself short. And you sweep an internal high. Just beautiful price action. Technical. Completely technical. Vincent, the more you say that, the longer I'm going to wait to do the last giveaway. I just hope you understand that. For every time you ask me that, I'm going to wait 2 more minutes. I should just save the last giveaway for tomorrow. Just because of Vincent. It's just like crazy. It's like, God, like giveaways are fun, but it's just a giveaway of like a little funded account. Like, it's not like people are so upset. Like, they're like, I need it. I need the giveaway. I want to act cultish. Cultish. Like cults, like cult leader. I'm not a cult leader. Beggars are so cringe. Yeah, I don't mean to be mean, but like, guys, you know, I can't be spammed. I can't, like, the giveaway is just like part of what we do. It's great. We give away a ton of accounts, but like, we're here to trade. We're here to talk technical analysis. We're here to talk prop firms. So like, when people are constantly asking about it, it just goes like, all right, bro, like, chill. That's all. Peace and love to all. I love everyone. Have you used My Funded Futures or Take Profit Trader? They have good deals with no activation fee. Yeah, so I've never traded with Take Profit Trader, Kirsty, but I've traded with My Funded Futures a bunch. In 2024, I took a lot of payouts with My Funded Futures. I really liked them. And then I just kind of stopped trading them as much, and not for any particular reason. They're a great firm. Like, shout out My Funded Futures. They're solid. And yeah, they're doing 50% off the pro accounts right now with code match. 50% off is a good deal. They usually don't do discounts like that, and there's no activation fee. Oh my God. All right, Vincent, here we go. Now I'm putting you in a timeout. And so is Raj. The lesson you learn here is the best giveaway of all. Yes, 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 yes. Fire stream, bro. Thank you, man. All right, let's do the last giveaway now. Now that I banned those 2 people who were begging. Now let's do the giveaway. Nas better leave the new week opening gap for tomorrow. Dude, that would be sick for NFP. I think you have a good read, Sam. That might be the move. That might be the move, for real. I like that idea a lot. Dude, all right, listen, if Vincent does win this giveaway, I'll find him and I'll make sure he gets the account, because I don't want to be mean. If he actually wins, I'll still give him his account. How to get account. So you got to join our giveaway. Here we go. Vincent, it wasn't Vincent. It was Ravi10. Ravi10. Shout outs. Let me find you on Discord real quick, and then I'll let you guys know. For anyone that's new, if you don't know how to enter our giveaways, I'll let you know for next time. Just take care of this real quick. Perfect. I found you. All right. Cool. So I got that. Let me explain real quick how to enter our giveaway so you guys know for tomorrow. Because, again, we're here Monday through Friday, every single day, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. Live trading, talking prop firms, having guests. Every single day we do this, totally for free. And we give away 60 accounts a week. So to enter into our giveaways, so you guys know for next time, all you have to do, go to the YouTube comment. You got to be on the YouTube stream. Go to the pinned comment at the top of the chat, right? There is a comment there, pinned comment. It says, to enter to win one of our 12 account giveaways, join the PFM Discord. Click that link, join the Discord. Once you're in, we run all our giveaways through the Discord. So now you guys know for next time. All right, guys. I mean, this was a solid day. We caught some dubs. We're up $1,000 on the personal cash account. We're up like 2,500 on Tradeify. We're cooking. We're cooking. Hopefully tomorrow is clean price action as well, and we'll just keep it going, guys. And listen, man, first week back has been pretty successful now. It was a tough week, but we're green for the week so far. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. This is just the first week of 2026, guys. There's no need to rush. We have a whole year of trading, and we have a whole year of Prop for Match TV. So this stream is only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better with more guests, more stuff going on with our Discord. We got a ton of cool things coming down the coming down the pipeline. Extending the stream, possibly. Stream might be getting extended. So yeah, that only happens because you guys come in and tune in every single day, and I'm really grateful for it. You know, I kind of started this thing from the ground up. We had like 20 people at a time, and now, you know, we're hitting 100 always 100 concurrent viewers, and we're hitting more. So it's really cool. It's only going to get better. So all right, guys, enough yapping for me. Peace and love. Don't tilt for the rest of the day. Don't overtrade. Just stay cool. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll do it all over. That's it. All right. Peace and love, gang. Later.